we know about this.
Okay. I'm gonna hope that this is the last time I have to do that.
We know it's good. It's gonna get
I've
fixed.
reset my
but
stream.
just
I don't know what the
but you can
fuck
throw like so. If
my
I
internet has
parry
been
a life,
doing.
you can do a dodge attack at me, for example, right?
Oh, a light dodge attack is it?
I'm just assuming that it's my internet.
Yeah.
Right. So it works. I can throw a side heavy. I'm gonna get. I can get all my stuff. So it's really interesting. You
I'm
get
pushing
all
the
of your
stream back
souls
up
through this.
because I cannot
So
see it on my
the
channel.
hero's entire kit is really built around how do I get my souls? How does I go?
Is it?
Right.
Is my stream not up?
Now, Mike is going to go and set us up for us to show feats. And while
Come
he does this, I'm going
on.
to talk a little bit more about some of the philosophy we had
Why is it-
behind
okay, why is it-
designing this hero, right? So
Okay, no,
This
it
has
is
been
here.
deep so far. This is
it's super
very
deep. And so
there's a
one of
lot
the
going
things
on
that
here.
we're so one of the things that we want to do is it's really unique.
Why
We
does
want
it
to
say that it's
build on
scheduled?
this uniqueness. And it was the first time that we're trying to attempt to
Okay,
have
whatever.
an actual resource
We
system.
should be fine now.
We've
We
never
should be
really
fine
had
now.
a resource system in
I'm just gonna
where
assume that it's my
you
internet. It's just
kind of have to
deciding
build up
that,
some gauge or resource. It's something I've seen.
you know, I can't have anything good in life, but
we should have that.
we
on,
should
like,
be back.
for example, like with runes or whatever. So
They're gonna
we've
go
been
into
thinking
Feats
about it
soon,
for a
so
long time, and we
at
finally
95
were able to build
damage,
this
that's where we
with
were.
this hero. And with the concept
That's
of
where
the
we
6
were.
weapons, it came naturally to us to go, well, okay, cool. So we want
It's
to build a
fucking
hero
hot,
that
man.
like has all these weapons. So I want to be able to hit with all of these weapons.
I'm just sticking around for
and then when
patch
I
notes
hit
at this
with them,
point.
I gain something. We tried a bunch of different things. We tried something where like you would
Infinite chain and
if you're
dodgeable
familiar
attacks,
with,
pinning
like,
attacks, hyper
more
armor zone
traditional
attacks,
fighting
suffering the
games, the
GB,
concept of
amazing
install.
animation, 90.
If you want to give this to
My damage in a kit,
what's
thought
gonna
of everything.
happen. So there's a concept of an install, right? Well,
God damn, bro,
you
I had
activate
fucking like
something, you go
60
into
something
this really
viewers.
crazy power
Why,
dynamic.
Rogers?
We looked at this and it was like a bit too unpredictable, a bit too hard to
Yeah, well,
control.
Saints, they
So
have
we
to
really went
disappoint you one way or
towards,
another.
I'm getting all my resources.
Yeah,
and
no,
once
it's-
I have all of my resources.
You're a Dookie
I
streamer,
gain
I know.
access to
It's
a
actually my
move
internet.
That deals a ton of damage.
Canada internet fucking
super
blows
cool.
dick.
Another thing that's super interesting, what we've done is, like you might have noticed.
There's a
that
reason why
when
no
we've
one ever
had
talks good
before
about Canada
in
internet.
the,
It's because everyone's
when we've had
fucking
with Alex
constantly complaining
talking
about outages and they can't post
that,
about it.
we can't quite customize the
It's power
weapons. And
sprint.
that is very much
They didn't
on
show
purpose.
X's.
You'll be able to see, like, you know, like again when we get back into the game. But as you look at the hero, you'll notice that like each of the handles.
So except for the hero, after watching that,
all the
no.
light attacks
I'm not at
that
all.
you can use as
This
SOHEI
hero is
have
going to
a white
plague the
handle,
game with that.
and all the heavy attacks you can use
that-
to bring those weapons has a brownish handle, right? And they're set
exactly.
in a very, very specific.
Our internet doesn't allow
area
us to go and
around
complain about it,
So
so.
when she was talking about how it influences gameplay, a lot of what that
Oh,
means is
man.
we wanted to make sure that when you're looking at a SOHEI, right, because that move is so dangerous, when you're playing against them, you want to go, okay, I
I'm
want to make sure
so
they don't
nervous,
get
man.
access to that move, because once they do, once they unlock it, I'm probably going to be in trouble. So if you look at a SOHEI from a player perspective, you look at him like as your opponent.
Can we just
From
stop?
left
Yeah, I
to
know.
right, it means that the first weapon is
What
left,
were we
is
cooking,
left light,
man?
then it's left heavy, then it's top light, top heavy.
What
and
did
on
we
the side,
burn?
It's right light, then right heavy. So just by looking at him and looking at those souls, the ones that are
JC,
activated,
brother,
you can tell
what are we
which
smoking, man?
weapons he has used. Which
Why
ones
did you
are
think this was a good
activated,
idea?
but also which ones he wants to use.
Right.
And so because it is like the SOHEI really, really wants to have all 6 of those souls activated, so it kind of gives you a bit of a mind game of going, okay, he's missing only one. He's only missing his left light. Clearly, he's gonna
So
want to use his
close,
left light,
so
so I'm gonna make sure that because they're 400 MS, they're hard to block. I'm gonna try
so
to really deal with the
close.
left light and make sure that I'm always
So
gonna block that.
close!
That also unlocks mix-ups and mind games from the
Man.
SOHEI
So
perspective.
close! We were this close to having a really good
I
hero.
can do
We were
something else instead.
this
Right.
close.
So it's again, we wanted to like give that freedom and that type of mind game and
this
thought behind. I
close.
need to use all of my attacks. I need to.
If
use
he
all
didn't
my
have
hits
95
that
damage, if he
victory.
didn't have
It's not
95 damage in
necessarily
his
easy. You
base
have to get
kit,
shortcuts and
base
guard breakers and
kit,
stuff to be able to get into it a little bit easier, so that it makes more sense.
base
It's
kit,
really a different hero.
he
set.
would have been a
Another
perfect
thing that
fucking
we did that we wanted to
hero.
make it super unique.
You know, I said I was gonna
the
cry
footwear.
if they
mentioned
gave
earlier,
him
there's,
crushing
like,
counters.
it's
I'm gonna
only
cry
light
anyway.
or heavy, and also in a fun twist. If
You won't be
press
drinking
those
anything when you get
buttons,
confirmed
get
gank for
access to both light
95
or heavy
damage
afterwards.
because your
So
solo
you
teammates
really
all
wanna
rage
use
quit because they
your
got hit by the
attack
same
with this
thing.
hero Because it'll chain to either your light or your heavy, so it gives you
Guys,
a bit more
I don't think you
freedom
realize
as to where
you
you're
can't
going,
counter
where you're
confirm
going.
ganking.
Make sure
You
that it's a bit more
can't.
unpredictable,
You're gonna
but
get
at the
hit
same
by
time, your slower
something.
attacks are a bit more complicated, so it's kind of different.
You're
there.
going to get hit
The
by
last point is
something.
something to
You
keep
can't
in
miraculously
mind.
dodge everything unless you're playing Black Briar.
have
Black
to
Briar will
respect
counter this character to oblivion, but that's about
much
it.
more than a lot of other heroes, Because on a guard break, he gains 3 souls every single time. And so that is
Excuse me?
extremely scary, which means
Did I just...
that slow zone, it's a super easy parry, right? Like you see it. Yeah,
Did-
okay, I'm going to parry
Did I
it.
just...
Yeah, there's a soft hit to guard break with that. So it's super easy for the SOHEI to read that
But,
you're
like-
going to parry, soft hit to guard break, and guess what? He gets
Wallahi, I'm dead.
every time. So it's a
Parry
lot of these
me.
like trickier situations where we wanted to integrate that mindset of I have to be careful, I have to change my game plan, I have to adapt my game plan when I'm playing against this hero, depending on how many souls he has. If all 6 souls are activated, what's going to happen? How are you going to play against this? And how does it work? So it's super interesting. I find it gives us something really, really, really different for this hero and a different type of game plan when you play as him and when you play against him. So it's very, very unique.
I
Thought of everything!
Understated like how you
Thought of
like,
everything,
how
guys.
what
We
your
thought of
hero does, what this hero
everything.
does,
Yeah.
Like, and I mean, just all the ways that you're talking about here. But it's almost like you'd have to be a weapons master of sorts to be.
How
able
about
to
we
pull
buff
off all these
Ranky and guard
crazy
while we're at it?
moves.
How about we
So
buff
I
Ranky and
think
guard? Maybe a
the
Fear buffs
fantasy
while we're
really
at it.
fits really
How
well.
about us a lot of
Right, cool.
buffs?
So now we're going to
How
have a
about
look
give
at
him
Feats.
34
set up-
damage?
We're set up for Feats.
We're set up for
Will we get the
Feats.
Sohei
Just
stream?
quick
Yeah,
note,
you're getting that tomorrow
the
for
Feats
sure.
right now
I'm
are
buying
set
it
up
day
on,
one.
like super fast cooldowns.
Alright, let's see the Feats, boys.
Mike will like nicely.
It's only up
tell
from
the
here.
Cooldowns and the values for each and every feat. You don't have to go crazy. We're aware that like,
This
these
guy's
are
gonna be
go
worse
really
than
fast.
Takari.
It's normal. Don't worry about it. And we're gonna go into it. So Mike,
Did you hear how he
let's-
explained it?
let's
Oh
do
yeah,
this.
there's a
So,
soft point to guard
4
break.
feats,
Like,
4
that
unique
sounded
feats
so
for
sarcastic.
This hero, as we've been doing
Oh, yeah.
recently, for all of our heroes. Let's start at the first one. The first feat 1 here, is a targeted active. You
Target
target
active.
an enemy, throw that at the enemy, and that is a defense debuff. Now, that defense debuff is 25% armor debuff. It lasts for 20 seconds with a minute cooldown, so it's quite
Okay.
short.
yeah, you can do it quite often.
That's
But one of the things that is interesting here is that like I'm gonna like
12 damage
we're not really
lights.
gonna see the damage
That's
values here,
with
but
the damage debuff. 12 damage lights is fine.
Sohei's baseline damage is lower than other heroes, except
The
for
buff?
the
No, you're
big
joking.
strike
No,
there.
you're
But
joking.
generally, he's going to deal less
Don't
damage
say
than other
buffering.
heroes to compensate for the
Do not
fact
say
that
buffering.
he gets access to that big move
Yeah.
once he does get all of his glows,
No,
all
no.
of his souls there. So what's interesting here is that like that defense debuff puts him back to baseline.
Okay.
Right? Generally, his damage is going to be like 20 to
just gonna do this.
25%
Okay.
lower than other
I just
heroes
trust you guys.
without
When I
the
say
feat
buffering.
active on your opponent. So you want to activate it to deal more damage.
Tier
to
1
get
plus
a
95
little
bash
bit
instant
higher
kill,
into
yeah.
effect. And we'll see how it kind of flows with the rest of the stuff. That's pretty.
Right now it's only you. I did
So
see
I'm
a
just gonna get some
second of
souls on
buffering,
you
but
now, because the second feat here
yeah.
interacts with, of course,
gone now.
it has to interact with the souls.
Guard break me.
I'll guard broke you there. Up.
Huh? What the
So
fuck
have
did
my
I just
6
watch?
souls. That second feat there is only available when you have the 6 souls. So you would have seen it's grayed out. You can see it on on JC's side there that it is going to grayed out. For me, it's active, and when you use it, this will consume all 6 souls
Did I just heal
and
him?
heal you to full.
Yeah.
I'm gonna deal enough damage to you so you go like really low.
I was gonna say now when you say full, you mean
I mean,
full.
full health. There we go. Nice. And
Right, so you're really low.
Up. let's get that up again. Hop. Do the same here again. Very scary. Appreciate you know that.
Oh!
So that's a game changer.
That's a
It gives the Sohei lots of options, but it also it adds to him
Yikes,
being
man.
so scary.
Yeah.
Now, I will just gather up my souls here.
Are you serious,
Part
man?
3, as you guessed it, interacts with the solar system.
Oh no!
You see, you would have maybe even seen it spotted earlier. My hands are gone. My feet is blinking in the hut there.
Bro, what the fuck are you
When
doing?
this feat gets unlocked and you have your 6 glows, your 6 souls there, then you deal extra damage.
Nice.
So
What
this can
the fuck?
combine
What?
with that,
Yeah.
that first feat, that defense debuff, to
Bro,
now
these guys
kick
are
the buff the
smoking
power.
fucking crack.
This is a 25% damage buff, and it is passive. There's no cooldown on this or anything.
Nothing.
It is just active as long as you have your 6 souls. If you lose them, it's gone.
Yeah, if you die, if you lose them, if you use them, it's gone, right? So what I really like about the way we approach this is again,
9
we
damage
want to
guard
play
break.
that
Yeah,
resource
it only
system
takes
as
2 to have a
possible.
95
The
damage
second
punish.
feat gives
Let's
you a
see,
full heal if
95
you
plus
use all your souls.
what is
It's
it?
kind of interesting
18,
because
95
then
plus
you have to
18,
sacrifice
100.
the potential.
I don't want to do math. 108?
This is
No,
But
more
also,
than that.
Just too
100.
much,
the
man.
ability to use
95
that
plus
move
18.
once.
Yeah.
So it's a lot again. It's
One-
it's focused around, like,
114?
thinking about
114
what
damage.
situation am I
Sent us
in?
100.
Do I want to use that feat?
15,
Do I want to
120
use that
health.
move? The third feat is interesting because it puts you back at like normal power, maybe a little bit above sometimes. But then if I use my 7/4 strike, I lose that buff, right? So
Do I
it's,
make a video on
do I
this?
always want to use it? If I'm fighting,
Do I
against
make a video
somebody
on
that's
this?
super
I
life,
would
maybe it's not worth
wait until
using it.
tomorrow.
If I'm
Yeah,
facing
you know,
somebody
yeah, I'm
that's
gonna
super
wait till tomorrow. I'm gonna
maybe
get my
it'll be
hands
worth
on it
using.
so I can
If
complain
I'm
about this.
close to dying, and it's better that I don't die, then maybe I want to heal instead. So it's everything is kind of surrounds that concept of I'm getting
Imagine-
that
imagine
resource,
seeing a
and then
guy
it's
with
intelligently
full
spending
stacks.
it. It's being
Full stacks.
thoughtful about when
Full
do I want
stacks.
to spend it, why do I want to spend it, what are the different
since 120.
situations.
And that's the
That's
second
interesting
feat,
there.
by the way.
Yeah,
and
second tier
We
feat.
can also show, like here, right, so yeah, the
Second
damage, we're not
tier
gonna show it 'cause
feat.
you're gonna kill me basically one shot.
Yeah.
He
But
can
then
walk into a
apply feat
fight
one, two.
full because obviously we've held it for so long.
And
There's
then
there's no
just a
cooldown on these.
Now,
There's no
7/4
cooldown,
strike.
so you can hold these the entire game. Oh,
First of all, amazing animation here, right?
Very
I
cool.
died.
Oh.
That looks good. But at the same time, we can see the damage log. This dealt with feat
You're
1
fucking
active on an opponent and
trolling
feat 3
my
active on you.
lobbies.
It deals 149 damage. So what this means is it basically one-shots the entire roster, with the exception of like if you have defense buffs on yourself or whatever. There's things that can kind of activate there's shields or whatever, but somebody normal that doesn't have any buffs on themselves, that's at full health, this will one-shot them every single time. It's a lot of damage. You need to have a lot of
Nah,
stuff coming
bruh.
together. You need to have your feat 1 active on the person. You have to have your feat 3
Who
active on
designed
yourself.
this,
You have to
bro?
have to
He
unlock it
actually needs
as
to be
well.
shot and
But
killed.
once all the stars line up, all the
This is
souls-
too
all the
much.
souls line up, you get to one-shot somebody once in a while.
I
It
don't
doesn't
have the
happen
strength to get
super
up.
often.
I don't.
Often
I don't
happens.
have. I don't.
It's
I don't. Where's
very,
the?
very,
Where,
very dangerous, and it kind of forces players to go, oh no, there's a SOHEI nearby.
I knew my
Oh, no,
viewer
there's
count and my
all this-
sub
all
count
this
was
stuff.
getting too
Like,
high
no,
for a
1400.
bad reason.
Then
It's because now I have to
we
play
better
this.
gang up on him.
Yeah.
Because if you die, you lose all of your souls.
Gonna go up
It kinda
against
If
this.
you
really
die, you
kind
lose
of
all your souls.
messes a bit with the
I
meta.
took twice!
And when
Two
this hero
guard
is in a good
breaks!
fight because he's a terrific, insane ganker. Because from outside, you can just go, I'm going to bash you, one-shot you. It's fine.
That's
So you wanna
exactly.
be
I'm
maybe
gonna
potentially,
bash you,
like,
one
focus
shot
on
you.
him a little bit more,
Exactly. So
get
then
into that
why
mode,
did you
get
make
into that kind of
this?
refocusing
Then why
and
did you
changing
say
how
that
you
in your
approach team
head?
fights in
If
general.
you
We'll talk about it a
fucking
little bit
say
more
that in
later,
your
but
head,
it's a
why?
lot of
Why?
this hero as well is to go around.
Why?
Yeah.
And finally, feat 4.
There's a feat 4. The
We're
big
not even
feat,
feat
once you
4
unlock
yet,
that,
and he's
a lot of
one-shotting
times no blows are
people.
just, death blowed. The 7/4 strike, just one hit. JC here. If I wanted yet another shortcut, he did revive. I can press this button, simple press of a button,
Oh
scary
my
mode.
god.
And he just gives him.
Powering up,
Powering up, I have all
powering
my
up.
souls.
Are you
available.
shitting me?
This is a long cooldown. This is it's a 3-minute cooldown, so use this wisely. You won't be using it every team fight. You do have to work for your souls, but once you do have it, again, this is kind of that element of surprise. Change up the team fight, and hopefully one hit somebody.
Yeah, big burst of damage available when that happens.
It's over.
I think we need to see it one more time at least. Go.
Yeah, I'm going to do it on my side. So they
One more time.
It's not a tier 4. It's a tier
on the stairs here,
3.
Maybe a bit of camera
Right, so
work.
you're at full health right now, so let's show off what happens when you're at full health.
Yeah, so just for clarification there, that was without the debuff.
Yeah, right.
Right.
So now I have the debuff going, and it's good night.
Jeez.
One
That's
So
a
walk
lot of
up,
damage.
get
That is
debuff,
a lot of
die.
damage. It is extremely
Yep.
scary.
Yeah.
That weapon's like shaking a little
That
bit.
was
It's terrified.
yeah, it's terrifying.
terrified of what just happened.
Yeah, so that's kind of
Look
like
at
the
that.
idea
That
here,
is the
right?
face
So
of a man who
if
knows
we
his
want
job
to
is on the
build
line.
feats
That is a man who
that
knows his time is up.
how the hero plays,
Yeah.
complement the systems, and really interact really deeply.
This is the face
Yeah,
of
you will
3
fight it,
people
you can
that
fit really well.
never play the
I'm
game on their
super
spare
happy that
time
we're able
and
to-
know that their jobs are on the
I was
line.
looking at Reddit, I was looking at people.
What
so
the
much
fuck?
speculation
So many
about,
guesses.
like how
So many
things are gonna
guesses.
work or whatever. I think we managed to pull off something that's like super different. It feels really unique as
Yeah,
a
bruh.
hero.
this is going to have 100% pick rate or ban rate in the competitive scene.
So I can
And I
go a
fucking
little
hate
bit
the
more
competitive
into,
scene.
like,
But I know
what
for a
we're
fact they're going to
thinking
find a
of
way to
in
make
terms of,
that
like, when we're
that
designing
one
this
shot
right,
a
whenever
confirm
the
gank,
process
and
that we
you
typically
will
do is
just
we
lose.
start with like a big
You
dog
will
thing.
just lose.
That's like the intention that we have towards building this hero, and we generally start with like 3 keywords.
Right.
And so
Nobody's job is on the end because they're already fired already. They're actually all they're signing the resignation letters as we speak. Once the camera goes off, they're signing it.
But also like for everything else, right? So whenever we talk about like execution,
What the
animation, all that
fuck?
sort of stuff, how is the feel gonna be? So for
Yeah,
this
hug,
hero, we
man.
had 3 keywords. We had versatile, right? We want them to have different properties, different ways of approaching fights. I want them to be methodical, right? We need to be able to go. I'm versatile, but I'm also methodical in how I want to use all of my weapons. Right?
Stream
The Soheis
Uno.
were trained to use all their weapons, to become master of all their weapons, as Andre beautifully put out earlier.
Did, yeah.
So it's
You can
about,
confirm it with
like, using all
anyone.
those weapons, making sure that you get there, so it's really methodical. But we also want him to be monstrous, right? He's a big demon at a big.
There's plenty of
Very
clips here that
much,
Gabriel, if he's
Very
here,
much,
has
yeah.
clipped
Our
all
largest
of them.
character in the game to date.
He has
Okay,
clipped
so
all of them.
All these kind of keywords kind of built towards
This
the
doesn't feel real, man.
feeling that we want to drive. For
You know what this
hero.
feels like?
It impacts animation, impacts
You know what this feels like? It
That's
feels
really
like
awesome.
you know when a hero has an
and
event
it
and they
was,
have to like the
like,
Kyoshin event.
you've
You
been
go
there,
kill the demon and you
you've
get
been
like
there as well.
really fucking
Animation
overpowered.
team is
That's what this feels like.
everybody's been
Well, this is
working
just a
on this
regular
super
fucking
hard.
hero.
It's a very, very challenging hero. We had to build new tech to support the soul system. How does it work?
No,
And then we also
No,
learned
JC.
quite a bit from
you
the
didn't.
system because
You could have just
we had
said,
to do stuff
"This is
where
a stupid
I'm
idea.
gonna use, like,
We're going to
two
remove the soul
souls or
system
3
and
souls
keep
or,
our hero
like,
fine."
different thresholds, all these things.
No, if the
But
soul
it's just
system was
this gauge
the
that goes
feats,
up.
right?
It's
The
like,
tier
I have to use
4,
this weapon or that weapon.
whatever,
just
right? Fine,
muddies
it's a tier 4,
everything
right?
hardcore,
You
right?
want
'Cause at
that
some
to
point
set
you
up.
have
You have
two,
95 damage on
and we
a
tried,
go.
like, things like different colors.
But
Like
you
sometimes
you
it's white, and then
can't.
you throw, like, different colors.
Think
It's
of
red,
duels.
it's
2
full.
guard
Everything
breaks in
is
duels. You have
so
2 different
different to
unblockables.
play
3
against as well,
unblockables. Sorry, 3
because it's kinda like
unblockables
you
from
have to
all
start
sides.
counting them, right? So
You're
we
gonna
decided to
get
go
guard
on a more
breaks.
binary
Soft
matter,
feint the
like
guard break.
white
You're gonna
and
get
red.
it 2
All or
guard
nothing.
breaks.
It made it a lot easier for the development for this as well to kind of
Yeah.
like fit really well. But it was complicated, making sure that we had everything working correctly. I know Francis, who's on the team, has been on the team for a long time, that players are familiar with by now, who worked on the bots for
I gotta
Sohei,
walk into
made
walk
sure
into
that
his
the
chat.
Sohei
I gotta
bot
walk into
actually
Slander's
knows
chat.
which
I
weapons
have
he
to.
has activated.
I have to.
And the Sohei bot is actually going to actively try to get to his other
I
weapons.
I
to
have
unlock
to
it.
walk
So
into Slander's
there's a lot
chat.
of
I
challenges,
have
a
to
lot
see
of
what he's
things that
saying
we
about this.
pushed towards in building this hero that was complicated. It was
I gotta-
super challenging.
I gotta fucking
I think
ask
we
him.
pulled it off. We have one of our most unique
Have
heroes
to.
we've had in a
Oh,
long,
the
long,
new
long, long
Lawbringer,
time.
yeah.
That's great. I also want to give like big shout outs to Whip.
Yeah, the tier 1 is just lame.
So there's a lot of challenges, a lot of things that we pushed towards in building this hero that was complicated. It was
YouTube doesn't let me
challenging.
chat because
I think we
YouTube
pulled it
and
off. We
Opera
have
hate
one
each
of our
other.
most unique heroes we've had in a long, long, long time.
And
That's
The
great.
most.
I also want
I
to
guess I have to wait. It's fine.
like butter.
So
Yeah.
Amazing.
Oh, did it
it's
load?
amazing,
No.
right? So just close it out really quick on our end. Looking at this hero, we built him to be a bit of a meta.
Meta,
disruptor,
by
like
the
we
way.
always kind of have,
Yeah.
but in a
Built
different
him
way.
for meta.
Right?
For
We haven't had
what
players
did
that are-
we do?
heroes
There
that
we
are really
go.
good at ganking
hold
in a
on.
while. This hero has like the strongest.
Yeah,
ganking
no
we've
shit.
had. That's not a feat, right? Don't count feats there.
We haven't had a good hero
It's still,
ganking
like, the
us, a lot of
strongest
pirate
move
of
in the game,
Thera.
the most
You should
damage
go.
of a baseline move that we can do.
What do you mean we
It's
haven't
really
a good
different,
good
it's really unique. One people to have like
What do we
that
mean we haven't a
ganking
good
aspect, but also that scary aspect, right? He's monstrous for a reason. We wanted you to be scared of him. We want to play.
Your thoughts on this?
It's still like the strongest move in the game. Like the
Very
most damage
condensed
of a baseline
thoughts.
move. It's
right
really
from the
different, it's
gate.
really unique. Wanted to be able to have like.
I think the
that ganking
moveset is gonna
aspect,
be a
but
bit
also that
too
scary
simple for my
aspect.
liking.
He's
I
monstrous
love the
for
gimmick.
a
I love that
reason.
they're trying to do this
We
new
wanted
stuff.
you
I
to
love the
be
big
scared of him. We
one-shot
want players
move
to
that
be
makes
Oh,
you
he
actually
loves
want to
it.
play the character.
Dude is around.
I
Yeah, I don't want him to be around me. I don't want
Everything
him to
else
have
just
soul.
seems a bit too
I
simple.
better do something about
he
it.
loves it.
So it kind of disrupts
But the feats are awesome,
just
except
by
for the
him
tier
being
1.
there
I
and
feel like the tier 1
gaining
should just spend the
souls.
tier 3,
Uh,
like maybe
It's
weaker.
a really big
Or
different
maybe
thing.
like the tier 3 should have been
There's-
Really can't be
there's
that bad, right?
No way he's agreeing with this.
Oh hey Raptor, Raptor X, see
Somebody
you in
else has
chat.
a resource system, so that's pretty unique.
Exactly,
True,
right?
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh
Yeah,
my
I think
god.
this is such a huge step.
Okay, I'm done. I can't listen to you anymore. I
I
can't.
see.
No offense. No offense.
Mike,
I cannot believe that you're
thoughts,
backing
words?
95 damage grabs.
We really hope the players.
I cannot fucking
enjoy
believe.
it.
I can't be the only one thinking about this, right? I cannot be the only YouTuber that's going to act like a normal human being instead of hyping up a character that's going to rust and frustrate every For Honor player for the next 2 weeks straight.
The designers working on this hero, so the animation team,
Right?
the VFX team, tech, of course, like you mentioned.
Yep.
All the art.
Like, why did we make an Elden Ring boss and make it a character?
Narrative, of course. To
What the
inspire
fuck is going
us.
on in the Heath
Uh,
War?
With Slender, I don't know. I think Slender's just trying to be positive about something.
Thank you all so
Have a
much,
chat, loved it. Yeah, of course,
and,
because
just really hope the players enjoy this.
I speak, I'm in big trouble.
Cool. Well, thank you both very much. I know
A lot
I'm
of
super
people
excited.
want-
Sohei is
A lot of
available
people want
tomorrow.
to
You don't
like
even
this
have to
hero,
wait long.
and this happens all the time.
Tomorrow.
I
This
loved
is
Pirate on
something
launch.
to
I
worry
loved
about
Ranking
tomorrow.
Guard on launch. I
And
loved
you can
Ocelotl on
start
launch.
tomorrow.
But
It's
there's
incredible.
to a certain
So,
point
but, you know
where
what?
you
We have
look at
more.
this.
We want to go over more with our animation.
Yeah,
team.
the concept is
Subscribe
amazing.
there, so please
I
stick
think
around.
the
We're gonna
character is
bring some more
fantastic.
incredible animators
And
on,
then
and
the
we're gonna talk a bit
souls.
more about
Why?
what to bring this
Why?
game to life.
Why
All
did
those
we need
smooth animations
that?
there. So,
We could have just
don't
had
go
the sick
anywhere.
character.
We'll be right back.
So why? Why this? We don't need this. You have a cool character with 7 weapons. So why? He's so cool and unique. He's got all these sick weapons and all these nice animations to really go with all of his weapons and a nice moveset. And why? Why the souls? I don't get it. Why did we do
Right.
this? I'm gonna play him either way.
You know what they say.
To try something new, but every time For Honor's
Every
tried something
soul has
new,
a star.
every time For Honor's tried something new, it has failed horridly. Remember when BP had Bulwark Stance, the first thing, the first full block to counter unblockables? Yeah, guess what? It countered Feats too, because they didn't think of that. They didn't think about countering Feats. So when you catapulted a Black Briar across the map, he sucked you from halfway across the map and you got flipped for it. No, I'm paying with money. I don't care. I'm getting my hero because if I don't get my hero, if I don't get this hero day 1, I'm losing every single game I play. There's no fucking way. There's no fucking way. I'm the only YouTuber to be looking at 95 damage and going, no, this isn't okay. There's no way everyone else is like, there's no fucking way. There's absolutely no fucking way. There's no way. He's in the game, is nothing we can do. Yeah, because you like the character. Oh. Like, do people not realize that you're going to be bashed into a confirmed gank that does 95 damage? So one mistake. Yeah, if it was executions, if you needed like 3 executions and you got the souls, that's different, right? Then it'd be useless in duels, but that's different. Yeah, I'm making this exception. This is... I cannot be, I swear to you, I cannot be the only one that looks like this. I have been crying. I have been fucking crying. I have been crying. Because, what the fuck are we doing? Like, what are we doing? Seriously, what the fuck was that? You had a really cool character, and then you put the souls, and then you ruined it. I need a drink of water.
Alright.
I didn't realize that. I
Pulled it off.
Love getting rewarded for playing well. There's a difference between getting rewarded for playing well and just getting a free win mechanic. There's a difference. There's a difference. I was in the impression that the 95 was fine with how souls are supposed to be acquired, and they showed the GB punish. Yeah, exactly. See, perfect example. The perfect example. You had to work to get every single weapon lit up. You had to work to get every single weapon. You soft paint the guard break, you get 3. You soft paint the guard break again, you get 6. Now you have to land 1 attack.
What? What else can I do? GC did like spoke about everything.
Breaking down. Yeah, I'm renaming the stream to "What is Ubisoft doing?"
I brought a weapon from
What
the
does
mocap
Ubisoft
studio.
even do?
You will need some help.
What?
It's been here the
Ubi-
whole time.
Yeah, I was hidden all along. So I touched the
Burnt. Ubisoft burned the house down.
face on it. I don't know if you can see it. And your face. Have
That's
to need to find a way to correct like the angle sometime. That's
Yeah.
the place. There you go. So you have the big giant Yari.
Gotta
from
keep
the
holding
big
it,
game.
man.
Okay.
You gotta.
No, it's
So you
holding.
let people like bask in this. It doesn't even.
He's gonna break
No,
everything. He's gonna break
no,
duels
no,
as well. You got
absolutely.
guard broken twice. Guess
But
what?
now
You're gonna take
this
95 damage on the next attack.
To work on this inhuman strain that he has. He's super dramatic, theatrical.
I'm even below you in reps,
set
but I'll
up at
play
the
on
beginning.
release day.
Everything was our goal was for
I
us
don't
to,
even know if I wanna
to
watch the rest of
transpire
this
all of
thing.
that.
I want to
into
just see the
animation.
patch notes. I want to see if they fuck it
and
up
of course,
even more.
biggest challenge, the 7 weapon. 6 weapon on the back. I mean, 2 weapon, not 3. We skipped 3, 4, 5, 6. Straight to 7.
Right for it.
Oh my
That's
god.
it.
So
Jumped ahead.
Yeah, yes,
Yeah, and
exactly.
this,
Remove the GD punish. I'm fine.
the problem
Remove the guard break
came
punish.
right away because 6
I'm all
weapon,
for
how
it.
do you unsheath them? How do you grab them? GC mentioned it. We had to figure out where to place them to
Because
reach
just
them, so
just
we
again, imagine.
associate
As I
with,
said,
the
the
mechanics
souls
a little
don't
bit.
have a time limit.
We were trying
Right?
to
The
be a
souls
bit,
do not have a
again,
time limit. You can
showing
hold
up
the
his
souls
dramatic
indefinitely
aspect
as
and
long
trying
as
to
you are
find a way
alive.
to do the
Any
animation
point in the match, you
smoothly,
could just heal
naturally,
to full with
but
second
has to
feet.
be fast as well.
Any point.
You know, those
You
400
get revenge.
Yeah,
Beautiful.
400 MS,
No, you have to
attack.
do like
It needs to go fast. It needs to look good.
check
And
Discord.
there
Yeah,
was a
sure.
lot of work with we can see on the screen with the mocap actor to really try to
Yeah,
to
chat.
get in the motion of being able to maybe do an attack and cheat at the same time as well. So we were trying to find those kind of
Here's the
tricks
chatter reacting to
to
like,
help ourselves to gain those precious frames.
what weaknesses?
When
What
we actually, like, when
weaknesses?
we say okay, let's do 6 weapon in the back. Yeah, quite the challenge. You can see like just having
What
it was a smart
weaknesses does this
decision,
hero
I think, at the
have?
beginning
Tell
to
me.
Just figure out to put the end like he's looking at you that way. He stands. He's ready to grab the weapon. So yeah, very happy that we worked hard in the beginning a lot with GC and the other team. to
It's a
make
super.
sure
Yeah,
that will be the
concepts are
foundation of
great.
all of this.
I didn't see the
Yeah,
executions.
so very challenging visually, very
But, like-
challenging technically as well, right, Dan?
Yeah. So the main difference between
the whole
this hero and
aspect of the
other
hero
heroes that we
was
have done in
supposed
the
to
past
be
is that this
the
one
7 weapons.
it's a little bit more technical.
Why did we need to
animate.
add the souls?
Why?
The
Because
whole
we
part of
have
the hero's
something
uniqueness
called
was the
the
7
weapon
weapons,
rep
and you
that
achieved
are
that perfectly.
pretty much like
Perfectly
pivot
achieved
point
it.
reference points
But why the
that
souls?
allow us to control the weapons of the hero, and the first question that we need to
Yeah, the one weakness is you have, well, no, the one weakness is you have to spend the money on him for the first 2 weeks.
at the same
So if you're
time.
not, if you don't
The
want to shell
answer
out
was,
$13,
quite simple, and we
$10,
said,
whatever.
okay, we're not using all of them at the same time. We are using mainly the Kamayari. So we said we have left weapon ref, right weapon ref for every other hero.
Right, like,
So Kamayari, you're gonna be solved
I don't
by,
want to speak
by
anymore,
the
man.
right
I don't
weapon
want to
ref,
speak
right?
anymore.
But then we have only one
I think you
weapon
need
ref
to
available.
work
That it
that.
was the left one, and we said, okay, we have a problem because we have 6 weapons that we need, and we have
Have
only
a big
available
weapon,
one
sir.
ref. So we had to
Bad.
change a little bit the way how we use that weapon.
Say
ref.
one thing positive
We
about
said,
him. I've
okay,
lost all of
we're
you
gonna
liking him. I think
upgrade,
the weapon and how he uses them are
it's
all
gonna
very
happen-
unique.
the way it's
I
gonna
love his
be
moveset.
or act.
Absolutely
gonna
adore
be
how he
like
uses a
a
different
magnet,
weapon
okay?
for different
And with the switch that we
synergies
can
and different
set on
areas of the
off,
attack.
more or
I
less
think
what
that's
you're
great.
seeing on the screen right now. So we snap the weapon.
I think
to
the
left, we got
animation
the
wise
weapon
and how he
left,
holds his
we do
hands
the attack,
in
for
idle
example,
stance,
and
great. I
shift the
like how he
weapon,
moves
I
himself in
activate
idle
my
stance,
weapon ref,
good.
I say on, go, weapon, snap to that weapon ref, strike, and then let go. We set it to off. Then, of course, we ran into other situations. Like, for example, like what about if I chain my chain attacks, like they were doing before with the Sun Extender. So we had to do like if we were doing it in real life, we say, well, we will have to shoot the animation, the weapon while doing the animation.
I'm
Yeah,
glad
that's what I'm
Ubisoft
saying.
added an accessibility
So
option for
that
people
was
who just
pretty
wanted
much we
to
tried
win.
to answer all our questions in the animation software. But the second, not problem, but challenge we had was going in engine and reproduce that in engine. So for that we had.
You made me feel even
hold some
sadder knowing that such a
conversations
cool
with the
hero has
GDP
made it to
team,
this
Pascal,
homunculus.
Abdel in that moment, and we asked.
Well,
them,
everyone's gonna be feeling guilt
this is
because if
the
you're
way,
not playing them,
on
you're
how
gonna
we
be
can solve,
losing.
this,
I'm sorry to say it,
how
and,
we
and
can
it
animate all
sounds
of
it
that.
sounds super
We will make
pessimistic.
a system or
But you
tool
cannot
that
pass
can
up on
make this happen.
95
Could you
damage.
help us with that? And
You
yeah,
just
um,
can.
Yeah.
You cannot
believe
pass
that,
up on
we can do
95
this, for you
damage.
guys.
I know for
There
a
was
fact
one-
me and
there was
Fudge are
one
gonna be in the
little
lab
bit, though.
fucking
There's,
figuring
like,
out how to.
maybe-
I
Exactly.
solemnly
I
swear
was
to you,
kinda
the
new
day
and
this
for
hero
us
comes
to
out,
be
me and
able to
Fudge
flex
are
the
going to
moves
go into
up. At
training
that
and we're going to
moment
figure
when
out how to
we
confirm
start,
gank for this
at
95
the
damage, and I'm
beginning,
gonna do it every
the
single
video,
fucking game.
you're not
Every
like,
single
"Oh,
game, I'm going to
where are
confirm
we gonna
gank
go?"
95
And,
damage,
"Oh my
and
God,
I'm
we
gonna
need
make
this
people
attack
hate
and
this
this
fucking
attack,"
hero.
so we
It'll be
try
my
to
sole
work
purpose.
and
I will main this
do
hero to
it
rep 80.
and
It
plan
is sole
and, you know, all of that at
purpose.
the
Of
same time.
test,
I will make
some
people hate
forward
this hero.
saying this is working, this
I
isn't
will
working,
make
you'll
people
be
hate this hero.
this.
Mark my fucking words. I will have
Yeah.
so much
And
hate mail,
then,
so much
we had to
racial
consider
slurs thrown my
other
way.
departments that
I will
have
be
effects,
this hero.
effects because they need to also plug
Just
their,
wait.
Yeah, the sound on
yeah,
it,
the
so-
sound and everything, the effects.
Yep.
And after that, we said, okay, everything is working. We can pretty much replicate, mimic what we have in the animation software in engine. So we had like the green light, the goal, like, hey, this is
Yeah,
possible. we
I'll
can
be
make it
streaming it
happen.
tomorrow. I will be streaming it tomorrow.
Now we're here.
And we added like, you know,
I'll be
'cause
showing off
sometimes you
why
parry with
I
an attack
know
and
this
the
hero
weapon
is not
on
gonna be
the
very
same
balanced
angle
day
and
one.
it kind of flipped. So at this moment in time, we knew it was working, and we're like, should we do parry and with every weapon? And because it added
Just get to
more
the
work,
passion
and we
notes.
say, you know, it will be
We
smoother.
had to.
At this point, we had to do it. So
Don't
we're
forget
like,
to make
okay,
him fully white.
let's do it. Let's add more parry and all this animation. So it's very smooth. Yeah, I'm sure players gonna see that.
Yes.
Like, and you talk about that smooth again, like we gushed about in the last one, but that soft feint from the zone into the
Standard.
guard.
I will make
I'm
my
in love.
emblem. If he has
Like,
a
it's
face
amazing.
mask
Like,
like
what was it
emblem,
like?
I'm going to make that. I'm going to make
Oh, for
the
real?
circle with the square the X to it.
Like a
I'm going to
I
hate
love it. They're
this
so
hero
good,
for the
like-
rest of my
I
life.
too. I love it. Well, my favorite.
Do you think he'd be
was the seven
cool, the
forces,
nerf
right?
finisher making the same
I
damage?
suppose we could talk
I
about
think
that
the
one too,
finisher is
yes.
fine if it was, first of
Like,
all,
if you
not
want more
95
about some
damage,
effects,
second of all,
it's
couldn't
the
insta kill
soft
with
feint,
just
that's fine, but-
first feet
Yeah,
active.
sure,
Another
let's
day.
go to that. Like, tell
And
us
third
more
of all,
about Second
if
Force Strike.
he couldn't just
Yeah,
guard Ricky
for
twice
that
and get
one,
it all.
like I said, it's my favorite one. Not because how beautiful it is. It's more about
Okay.
the feeling of
Yes.
the animation overall. And
Why did he just, like,
this is
Bust in
gameplay
his pants.
animation.
Oh.
Right? Because at the beginning, during the pre-production, we were like, okay, let's do something crazy. We had crazy ideas, like something like Hitoki Fit 4, for example, or let's do it a sort of execution, like gameplay execution. And but then we have some gameplay constraints or game design constraints. We said, okay, this cannot be parable, this attack.
Yeah.
It has to be guaranteed. So we need a bind. We need to bind the enemy.
T-poses.
And I remember
Just get
we
some
were
T-poses.
saying like, okay, if I bind the enemy, what I'm supposed to do,
Man.
okay? Because
You get
what
super
else?
constrained. Try
Yeah,
it. Try it
which
at home.
options do I have?
I love the
Go
design of
here.
the
Like
movesets,
that
but
graphic
just
chair and
why?
try to do something different than it's
Hey,
very difficult. And this weapon
why?
is pretty long too. So
Thank you for specifying chair, not like little brother.
I mean, you know, like but yeah, it's.
So the range was not there, but then we said, okay, let's
Yeah,
start
exactly.
building
Delete
everything
GB
from
punishing is
that
fine.
bind. Let's do a grab. And I remember, like, let's grab the
They just didn't think
shoulder,
about confirm
the
ganking.
hand,
And as I
everything
said
was
in the
fine. And
Kyoshi
so we said,
video,
no,
the
let's
front
go
or
for
dev
the
team
face.
doesn't
Yeah, we
test
grabbed the
their
face.
game
Very
properly.
strong.
Because obviously they didn't hire people that are professional comp players to test the hero out with his with that move in thought.
To just add like a better posing time.
Because like they would see that they're just getting confirmed into an instant kill move.
We started to add more.
It's a
impact
1 minute
to the
cooldown.
hit. And
When
in
you
every
die to this
session,
thing,
in
you're
every
on
review,
maybe a
we were
20
saying,
second
okay,
cooldown
add
plus
more impact.
execution if you
Remember
didn't die to
like,
it.
you were saying
Right?
there, we had like
You get up,
and then now I think
we live
here
one
we
fight
are
and then you're
towards
debuffed
the
again.
polish.
Don't forget there's 4 of them.
And,
There's gonna be 4 of them day one.
Yeah, after that we say, okay, stop there the impact because now we have a killing variation, so that it needs to be even more powerful.
Yeah.
So the challenge.
So is that's confirmed, correct? That after bash, that is just it. You just die.
Make it powerful,
right?
Beautiful, and
You
that's
get hit by one
And the
bash, you just
feeling,
die,
like Dan
right?
said, it's so important. That's how we
Can't
check the
wait to play
animation.
Tekken
basically. Like,
tomorrow.
even if it's we mocap it with the actor, we work it out.
No,
in
you're
the software
joking.
engine, software animation software, but you're gonna
Can't
feel
wait
the
to play
animation
Stardew
with your
Valley
controller
tomorrow.
in hand, and you want to feel powerful.
I'll wait
So
for
if
everyone to complain
It
about
doesn't
it.
feel powerful.
If
It's not
everyone's
good
complaining
enough.
about it, then I'll
You
do
have
something about it. If not,
cheat
then-
it, and camera and
yes.
of course VFX and sound. Everything like is a.
Oh,
piece
maybe
of
I should stop
puzzle, but-
speaking.
That they did an amazing job.
Same
at
with Double
VFX
Dash, it's just
and
confirmed.
Sound,
Okay.
I remember like
Okay, it's just-
when
it's just
we
confirmed.
pretty much did our pass, we were okay, we were satisfied with it. But then, like talking with the VFX
There's no
artist,
way
Chris,
people are looking
he
at a
said,
500
okay,
MS
maybe
bash
we
insta
frame the
kill and saying,
VFX
yep,
in this
good
way
job,
because
good
the
job,
idea is to get
Ubisoft.
all the souls that are coming out from the pommel of the extra weapons, okay, and they go on the tip of the Yari. So
Can we
how
let
to
Pika
frame
do
that,
190
and
play or
then when
something?
we
One
hear
guard
the
break.
final,
Power.
well, the final sound.
Can we
there
just make the
with
game
sound
like in the
effects, it was
realistic
just,
damage
wow,
setting where you
this
one hit
is
kills
nailed
you?
it. So
Yeah.
yeah, kudos. You know.
It's
Well,
super
you
interesting
really
seeing,
don't,
like,
but you
everything
really
behind the
do.
scenes and then just kind
You
of, like,
really
work
do
its way
though.
to, like,
It's
how
two guard.
polished it is
How
to the
often do
final
you land a
product.
guard
It's
break in a
just-
team
it's
fight?
just,
Feels really good.
How
it's
often do you
so,
land
so
guard breaks in
good.
team fights? Pretty
It's absolutely
often.
amazing.
Pretty
Yeah, it's
often,
really
especially
like
when he has
huge.
3 unblockable finishers
exactly.
and a soft,
And we
faint
can maybe break down more.
zone that's really
Yeah,
slow.
sure. Should we go over
Drop,
Right?
drop some stuff.
Yeah.
There's a lot of things that help him get this guard break.
Yeah.
It's not like he has like he
I
can just
mean,
sit there and
sure,
block
but,
everything.
You did exceed.
No, you can. You're allowed to
Yeah,
debate.
sure, we wanted Vanessa and I. We wanted to share with you or with the
But-
players. Okay, more or less.
Exactly.
We wanted to
The
break
GB,
down an
that's
execution
why
for
people are saying it's
everybody
always going to be
here.
active. It's because you get
Like
2
you
guard
see
breaks.
what you see on camera right now.
Boom, there you
it's,
go.
The mocap. Okay, of course there's some pre-production happening as well, but you see.
Look,
Vanessa
I
there,
am
they're
just
trying
very
to give
very
some instructions to
disappointed
the
in
mocap
Ubisoft at the
artists.
moment. So that's why I'm like,
They always do like an amazing job.
No,
They
we're
know
not-
what
we're
they're doing,
not-
but still, like,
we are
there
not
just trying to guide
quoting
them
Matthew
or
Cote.
paying
We're
attention
not
to
quoting
the
him,
little
don't
details.
I don't need Dead by
That's
Daylight
our
in here
rule,
too.
man.
Did
That's more or less what we receive. Okay, and then our job is to start putting our
All of your takes are terrible.
synchronizing the characters, right?
I mean, they're not eating each other.
Yeah.
Yeah, no.
So we want to take care of them.
Yeah, we want
Is
to
it 2v8 mode about?
So,
I don't
know.
oh my god, I cannot
Just
stop
Now we
laughing
now we
here.
should have
The little shuffle, the little
No, I
shuffle's
wanna
the
keep
best
going.
right there.
So
Amazing.
yeah, you see, synchronizing the characters.
That's one of his
and
executions.
It's-
yeah, timing, posing, and
camera as
stuff
well,
like
like
we were talking
It's so
before.
easy to get. Yeah, exactly.
And then we start like doing a camera.
It's really easy to land a guard
pass.
break. That's
We
the
start
problem.
sharing it, with the rest of the team. Hey, what do you think about this?
Damn.
What do you think should change? All of that. That's pretty organic. We keep it organic
okay.
with the team, and then when we feel that it's getting ready, we do like an integration in game. But this one in particular, I wanted to share with you because
like,
we
I'm
have
just-
a little
I'm just very
confession here
disappointed in
that
Ubisoft
the
yet again, man.
Yari was even
I just
bigger.
can't stop being disappointed, man.
Right now. So if you see right
I'm like
now,
I'm like I'm
that
like the
weapon
dad that you
shorter
know
and
just
the
really wants a beer from the
production,
fridge, but his
it
son
happened,
keeps giving him like
was,
shitty handmade drawings about you know
quality, control quality.
him and dad being happy. I
we
just want a
saw
beer.
that
I don't think that's a very good
I just want a beer,
analogy to
man.
use.
I want 1 million beers. If my son's first word, if my son's first words aren't, here's 1 million beers, Dad. Please enjoy all of them. I don't want my son.
Blade and pin the head of the enemy in there. But now with that change,
Yeah, exactly.
since, we change it. And
I
now
can't be
the
optimistic about
doorway,
anything Ubisoft
look
anymore,
at
man.
what happened
I
with
was
Yeah,
very
same.
happy with the character, and then they
With the-
showed that. I was so
So
happy.
he's almost on his knees.
You
and
could
we
zoom
had
back before they
position
showed the
and
95
stuff
damage, and you
about
could see I was really
making
happy.
pin
And now
hard
I'm just not.
Instead, just pinning the head. We said horizontal blade goes on the heart, and the vertical blade
No, that's
goes
really
on the,
shit.
and the head of the
So that's why it's.
This is a
enemy.
really bad XE.
and that's why.
That's where it came from.
I gotta tell you
very
that there's
fun.
something so comforting
Way to
that
run
even
rampant in
in
the
all
community.
of our like animation software, that Larry is still.
Well,
just
no,
a punching
apparently
bag
not,
for
Sage,
everything
because
he
Havoc's
does,
community is
it's-
saying this is a
we
great
mad respect
change.
to you, Larry. Like we love you. So yeah, it's pretty amazing.
I wouldn't mind that change if
great,
he lost
but
a soul.
You know, I think it really goes to say too that we talked
Or
about
if
it
souls
in,
had a
the
time limit on them,
Jason
like,
and Mike when they were
each
here, we
soul
talked
had
about, that
30
whole system of
seconds.
building a resource system for hero for
So if you can
creating
live
this
for
whole
30
soul
seconds,
system,
you would
how
start
we're
losing
counting them,
souls.
how we're using them, all the work that goes into that, and obviously all this incredible work you see like with the animations and what went into that, and creating again these new rigs.
I
just
think
to be
Frauner's
able
main
to
problem
use,
is they don't
like,
put
all these
time
extra
constraints on things
weapons.
like revenge and now
It
this,
was-
right? You
it
can
was
hold revenge
absolutely
indefinitely
a
if you're locked onto
monumentous
someone.
task to take
and
on,
you
like,
can-
not just
you can
like
now hold
one
souls
major thing,
indefinitely.
but we had like 3 major, huge production topics we were taking on for this hero. And
Oh, fuck.
I gotta, so from my perspective, I think we nailed it.
Even
That's-
passive
Yes.
t-
Oh no,
Yes,
absolutely.
huge.
Okay, I hope he's talking about
Yeah.
animation.
Yeah.
I just want
'Cause
to
if
say thank
he's
you,
talking
shout
about
out to everybody on the team.
balance?
Yeah, he's talking
Shout
about
out
the
to the
animation.
mocap
Okay,
actors
okay,
as
yeah.
well. Max,
I'll
Carl,
allow it.
Yeah.
The animations are
Joe,
very nice.
Seb and Jason for the Cordo. I mean, thank you guys, of course.
Go to
Should play a
Havoc's
fucking
chat.
top lane one.
Go to Havoc's chat. You'll see they're appraising.
And everybody that
Slanderous
worked,
apparently
it
even
worked
likes it
well.
too.
Everybody work on it. Like that.
I feel like I'm the only person that's saying this is not gonna go wood.
achieve that.
So-
I can't wait for tomorrow.
Tomorrow,
I
big day.
wonder. Wait. Okay,
So,
listen
well,
to me.
thank
Listen to me
you-
for a
thank you
second.
So much for
Can't he
coming
just
on the
walk
den and
up to
breaking
things
down
like
all
Commander and
the
Guardian,
details of
debuff
the
them,
animation? I'm
and
sure
guard
we'll-
brick spam them for his souls, and then
But,
bash him to
stick
death?
around because, the
Like-
next
Pretends.
segment is a new
Like,
feature segment,
let's be
so if you
honest
don't
here
wanna
for a
miss
second.
that,
If the
but
entire team
before
is
that,
dead
you're gonna
and you
see,
guard break
all
spam
of
the
Soheil's,
commander,
unique emotes,
and then you
signatures,
continuously
and
you have him
expressions,
debuffed once.
so,
It's what, 30-second
stick around.
debuff? 20-second debuff. 20-second
So-
debuff. It's a 20-second debuff, right?
Damn.
What the fuck? Okay, that's pretty cool. I like
Oh,
that.
fuck.
I really like that.
Damn.
That's really cool. That's
I
that's
tell
cool.
ya.
That's cool.
Throat tickler. What do you they call
Oh,
it?
okay, that's really cool.
Or-
Didn't someone say, what if the new hero tickled you to death? I swear to God, someone said that.
Damn.
That's really good. Okay, his executions are really fucking clean. Except for this one. I don't like this one.
It's a bit basic.
It's a Ben K reference. That just looks like a default animation.
Okay.
Okay, his executions are sick as fuck. That's free roam? That seems like a lock-on emote.
Alright.
Someone says weakness is tickles. Everyone thinks he's balanced, y'all in the minority. Yeah, don't worry. Give it 2 weeks, Barrow. Give it 2 weeks. Give it 2 weeks. Don't come say I was correct. No, of course not.
Oh my god.
Okay.
Man.
Okay.
So stupid.
Actually, I like this one because this actually brings back like the old Frauner emotes. Okay, that's really good. I really like that one. Because you know, like this ping pong with Send. Then there was Konk's surfing one. Warren had like the baseball one with Ball Hog. This is just its signature. I feel like a lot of characters kind of pull something out of them now.
Huh?
How? I don't get it.
Cool character. A little bit overtuned in my opinion.
It's a very cool character, but why?
New feature. What is this brand
Oh,
new
it's
feature that
it's
they're
photo
adding?
mode for console.
Oh, really? AMD users don't have fucking.
Yeah,
You
I
know.
think you might get it too, man. I don't know, man.
I want to, bro. Give it to me. Give it to me now.
Yeah, I can finally think out something else. Look, man. When people are saying this hero is flooding the game,
Welcome back, Warriors.
it's not going to be
Welcome
target
the
swappable
Season
though,
2
because it's the
new
one
feature
bash
segment
into the
with
kill.
me.
Like you
I'm
can't.
the-
It's
the
one
very first
fluid
time
motion.
of
So that 500 MS bash
How you
already
doing?
confirms the second
Good.
part.
I
You
have
can't
a question
swap
for
it.
you, though.
Yeah?
How
I
come we
hope.
don't have a cool
I
intro
really
like the
fucking
other
hope.
segments?
Alright.
What
I,
happened?
Down for next
I
time. Next time I
really
do.
hope.
Definitely we need to be heard.
I'm
about.
talking about a sensible person here.
But I'm super hyped to get into this. Haval, there's a rumor going around right now. There's some sort of new feature. Can you clarify these?
Isn't the
rumors for us? What's
433
coming?
like about?
Yes, by the way, I'm
Yeah.
Paul. I'm an engine programmer.
It is like every
for
other forward
Honor,
dodge
and
bash,
yes,
but this one
rumors
will
are
fucking
true.
insta-kill you.
We have
If you have
introduced
first
a brand
reactive
new
on you,
photo
or
mode
chilling
into
stare,
Honor
or
for the
fear
first
itself.
time.
No.
This is going to be epic.
People do
honestly.
realize that his first feed isn't the only debuff in the
This
game,
is
right?
a
For
two-part
defense.
photo mode. So most games they do a single part photo mode, which is just in game. We're actually
Like-
going to be doing a photo mode that's two parts, one in game and one actually in the hero overview.
Oh.
So as we were
We have to
developing
wait
this
for
feature,
tomorrow,
we
so-
really wanted a way for the community to showcase
So how's
their
this gonna
amazing
work?
fashion that
In-
they do. We know
'cause-
there's a big following on Reddit.
Okay, so
there's
it's-
a whole subreddit dedicated to that.
Okay.
Always on social media we see that, and we really
God,
wanted
he's
to have
huge.
a feature for the players to really showcase, those.
Oh, wow.
creations that they make and share it with the
Whoa!
community.
Look
What
at
the
that.
fuck? That's
Um,
sick. What?
Some high-level
Whoa,
details,
that's sick.
obviously, Available in solo
That's
mode,
more than
I
that
get.
means
The fuck?
campaign, arcade, training, and we've added an option for players
That
in
is really-
custom matches to have a photo mode
Custom
session.
matches.
So you'll be
Yeah,
able
so
to
you
go on a
can do it in
mode,
photo, like
the
custom, but not
match.
online matches.
If you want to do a Dominion, duels, anything, and you want to pause, take photos, you'll actually be able to. And in the in-game section, you'll pause the game, and then you'll
See,
launch
what I'm
photo
gonna do is
From
when people
there,
rage
you'll
quit,
have
I'm going to
access
farm
to
guard
2
breaks against
cameras,
bots and then
so
walk
not
into
just 1 or
fights
2,
with tier
sort of a
4
theme. We're
or
always gonna do
solid
one
7
and the
souls.
other. So
I'll
you'll have
farm
a
it against
orbit
bots.
camera, which follows your
Civilian
character
Marco is
around
ready on the
essentially
heroes
just
page.
orbits,
Thank
and
fuck.
then we'll have a free cam where you literally
This is
have
W.
free access to go
Nice.
anywhere
Yeah,
in the world.
probably.
Rare
Anywhere.
Ubisoft
It's
W.
like a plane
Very
ticket
rare.
right there.
Yes.
Very
For
rare.
that
Sure
one
bird
time we
you
had a
can
cell
fly
shade.
anywhere
Yeah,
in
I
the
remember
game.
that.
And then in the barracks,
They're probably definitely testing
this
it.
is something we
I
really
feel like
wanted
Friend
to
or
do
Foe
was
is also
something
testing
unique
for
to photo
balance and
mode,
stuff
really.
like that.
And we realized a lot
So
of
maybe the
social
patch
media
notes will have
content that
some
people
sort of
share is
influence
they're
because of
in
Friend
the
or Foe,
actual
and they'll
hero
probably talk about it if
overview,
that's the
and
case.
then, they hide the UI.
See, my question here is, right,
the
with
hero
this,
that they've
right, with
customized.
photo
So we
mode
said, well,
here,
that's great. What can we
you,
really
okay,
do
you
there?
can
We
zoom
said,
in and
well,
zoom out,
let's
but you can't
add
really get
all
different
the
angles like you can
filters
with
and all
NVIDIA
the camera
picture
settings
mode.
inside the hero overview as well. So you'll be able to apply
I don't wanna
those
do fast, I
while
wanna
you're
cry.
customizing your hero,
I wanna
while you're
fucking
viewing
cry.
animations and executions, and it's all
After this, I'm gonna go.
available there.
I'm gonna go
So you
enjoy
really
the last
have full
moments of
access
the
to
enjoyable
that
parts
entire
of this
feature
game.
inside of
The
your
fudge.
overview as well. And then just some other notes as well. PC players, you'll be able to save a screenshot.
Yeah, exactly.
It'll
You can
save
just
to
guard
your,
break bots when people
My
inevitably rage
Documents,
quit.
My Games for
Farm the
folder, just
souls,
where we save the
walk into a
benchmarks
team fight
and
with a
options.
person.
And
win the
for
fight.
console users, yes, it is a console feature as well. It's not just for PC players. You'll be able to use the respective
I
console
fucking hope it's
controller
not
to
just for
use the share
PC. That'd be
functionality
like
and,
25
share to your
people
heart's
compared to
content from there.
10,000.
Awesome. This is super hype. I'm sure players are gonna be super
sure.
ecstatic.
He,
with
I
this.
think he
Maria,
knows.
if
I
you wanna
think
go
I
into
think he
what you
knows
know about,
that
photo mode
people are
Sure,
gonna be
of
angry
course.
with this
So,
hero.
what
That's why
players
he's
can
so like.
expect from that
I think
really
people are
cool
gonna be,
feature?
happy with this one.
We have 13 camera settings. We have 12
Okay,
filters.
you can. Okay, nice.
And then we have 2 frames, which are
Very good. I
logos,
can use
and
this
then
for my
there's 10
thumbnails.
possibilities of placement with those
I don't know. I'll
logos.
still use the videos.
So
because I
for
like
the camera settings,
this
it's
is
kind of
really
what you
good
would
too.
expect from like any photo mode. So you have, depth of field, contrast.
What
you
the
have
fuck?
Oh,
animations
yo, that
you
cartoon
can
filter
modify
was
as well.
sick.
Then for the filters, as you saw on the
For
screen,
honor.
a
You
bunch
can
of
just
really interesting
make
filters.
thumbnails with this.
I'll let the players kind of explore through
Oh,
them,
yeah.
but I think my favorite is
No, I'm not gonna
definitely
make a
the
single
gaming
video
one.
about that.
So if
I'm gonna
there's
play the
any,
hero
hidden
tomorrow.
artists
I'm
out
gonna
there,
stream it.
that filter's for you.
What's
for
going on
sure.
with Console Gang? You get this.
And
You
then
make thumbnails
we
now for
also
free.
have the tune filter, which do you
That tune
remember the
filter's gonna be
tune filter,
overused as
Anthony?
shit.
Yeah. So it's from the
Borderlands
Airbolt
filter.
School, right?
Yeah.
There you go. So we were like, it's already in game, so
Yeah.
why not add it there as well? So you can kind of recreate that Airbolt Fool's moment.
I wanna do a poll. I
And
wanna
yeah,
do a
there's one thing
poll.
though, if you have a filter on,
After this,
some of the
after
camera
this
settings
series, I
are
want
going
to
to be
ask
locked
people
just
like
because we
what they
want
think
to
about
preserve
the
the integrity of that
95
filter.
damage.
So for instance, if we have like night vision and then you
I'm
can go
gonna
and
do that. I'm
modify
gonna do that
like
after
the
this stream. I'm gonna
the
do a poll
color,
and ask
it's not really
like,
night vision
what my
anymore.
community thinks about the
So we
95
kind of
damage.
make that decision there for those reasons.
Because it's a replay, then you use it.
And
No,
then,
it's
yeah,
you
that's
just pause.
it's a
So you
very
can only use it
straightforward
in
feature. I don't think players will have
custom matches
difficulty
against
using
bots
it or navigating through
or like training mode.
and
Anything that
yeah,
doesn't
we
have real
just really
players,
wanted to create
and
a
you can
tool
kind of
that,
make
allows
thumbnails
them
and
to
stuff like
channel
that.
their
Because you could pause the
creativity.
game and it'll pause everything.
In barracks, it's more like to showcase your fashion, like
Tiny
Haval
teams,
said.
different tiny teams
But
looks a
you know,
little
in the
unbalanced.
maps in game, you can really get
I'm gonna bite
clever
the
with
fucking
it.
curve after
You can
this
go
one.
and explore the map. You can go to like different corners. We really encourage you to try like different emotes to kind of come up with something, funny,
I'm
artistic,
very,
whatever. Actually, one of our UI programmer, John, he made a photo. You're gonna
No, you
see
can
it after.
pause
We're
it.
gonna show some of them.
Yeah, but you
But
can't
he used
pause
a surfing
people.
emote,
Or else
and
you're
then
gonna
he
look
like
crazy.
put himself like, there you go, that's the one. And then he like
Oh,
put
that looks
himself
so
right
good.
behind water, so it looks like pirate surfing.
That is
So I
And I
instantly
think-
killed him.
Yeah, like really, John, good job. Like we
Yeah,
went
I
to
mean,
see him, and we were like,
that's the
"Please
next
take
step
some
I think
photos
Frano
for
can
us,"
do
because
is
he always
allow
comes up with great photos.
replays.
And we were not disappointed. So this is the kind of content that we encourage players, to come up with.
Yeah,
just-
but like, can you
just
be?
get
Can you?
creative,
Can you
that's
hate
what it's there for,
the
honestly,
negativity of this game? It's
a
not
lot
like
of
it's
fun. I know we
unwarranted
had a lot of fun using
negativity.
it as well.
It's
so
it's not like
yeah,
it's
you
not
can
like
use
I'm
those
just
photos there
saying
as a
something
little
for the sake of
inspiration,
saying it.
but as anyone here, I'm super excited
excited to see how this tool is.
Right,
gonna
I'm
be
saying
used.
ranking guards are
Definitely,
free,
and I
easy
think,
hero
you know,
because she's
we're really
just,
giving
just
players
simple.
that
Anyone can
ability
play
now
her.
to really
She's a
showcase
very
that
like
artistic,
her crushing counters
know,
are
creation that they
extremely
wanna see.
forgiving. Her full
Do you
block is
want a
extremely
C4 runner as
forgiving
a
compared to
painter?
other
You know,
full
that's
blocks
something
and
you're like,
crushing
wow,
counters.
I can
Her
have
dodge
my
attack crushing counters
character
are
look
extremely
like an actual
forgiving.
Renaissance painting.
Like,
You can go old school retro.
there's
like,
a lot
what
of
if
things
For
to
Honor was like an old
physically
school,
point
you
out and
know,
say this is a
8-bit,
mistake.
you know, type looking
And
game. So
and
you can take
this
photos like that as well.
is a
and it's really
mistake.
just giving players the creativity. You know, we have a very, very dedicated, you know, player base, and this is really a
Exactly.
feature
Yes, people
that
are
we
upset
really
about
wanted
one
to give
thing
them.
because
It's
that
really a
one thing is
passive
going to
feature for the
ruin
team.
the
We
game
started
for
off
2 weeks
as a
straight.
prototype, and then, you know, people on the team were just really interested, and then we just sort of grouped
Fights
up,
are
and
going
then
to.
the feature just
I
kept,
can
you know,
guarantee
going
you,
and going and
revenge
going, and then
will not
we're like,
exist
we
for
need to
2
give this
weeks.
to the
2
players,
weeks,
and
revenge will
everybody on
not
the team was just
exist.
so excited when we had the play sessions.
You're going to
People were
die
sharing just
before you
so
get
many
revenge.
screenshots.
There's no
They were
way in
pitching ideas
95
like, oh,
damage
we
from
should
first
do
of all,
this,
if you
we
live
should
it,
do
it's
this,
going
we
to
should
feed you
add
enough
this,
revenge.
and
And second of
it
all,
was just
if it does
amazing
feed
to
enough
see
revenge,
the
you're
team
probably going to be dead
reception.
anyway.
We know players are gonna love this as well. This is something they've been requesting for a very long time, so we're
There
bringing
isn't
it
enough
to them.
positivity in this game because
And, you
no
know,
one
just
can take the
off
fact
that
of
note, I
dying
really
in a
do
game
wanna
mode
thank the
where
development team
you
specifically.
either die or you kill someone. Like,
Michelle, our
it's
UI
a 50-50,
programmer, who
and
did,
half of the
you know,
community
all
can't
the UI
fathom
programming
the
that you
fact
see
that
on that screen.
you
He's not
can
here
die
with us right
in a
now,
fighting
but
game.
we do want to
You know,
give him a big thank you.
you're gonna
Jet
die
and
eventually.
Yuri,
In
our
every
3D
fight, you will
VFX artists who
eventually
did all the
die.
filters and
Right?
camera settings that
Maybe
you
your
see.
fault,
They
maybe your
they
team's
spent
fault,
a
but
lot of
eventually
time,
you
a lot
will
of effort
lose a
into that,
fight.
so we really want to thank them.
And people
Our
can't
two dev
accept the
testers,
fact
Guillaume
that
and
they will
Jesse,
lose a
who,
fight.
you know, they were testing every single day, making sure they could find any issues with the mode. And then
Oh my
our
God,
team
dying.
Proximity
production
chat
managers,
one
our
for real.
leads, MC and Gap, for doing all the planning and production assets and the stuff that needs to be done to allow us to, you know, work on the actual
Both
content.
Breaker
So
and Instant Kill,
we
yeah.
really want to thank everybody.
No all
everybody
guard, no
in
CC.
the play sessions on the team who
Yippee.
contributed, gave us feedback, and you know, we can't wait for the players to see it.
That's gonna be awesome. Well, I want to thank you both so much for coming on and telling everyone about photo mode. I'm super hyped. But yeah, that's not all. We've got more. We've got more because we actually have a photo mode contest starting tomorrow and running until August 8th.
Cool.
Yeah.
Wow.
So anyone is eligible to participate. You can submit your photos through X or Twitter with the hashtag #ForHonor photo mode contest.
See, I would do
or
that, but
via
that means
email
I
by
have to make a
sending it
Twitter
to,
account. I'm not gonna do that.
ForHonorCommunity@ubisoft.com.
So I'm not
Subject
gonna, I'm
of
not
the
gonna
email.
take because
The
I
photo mode
have to
contest
make a Twitter
submission.
account. So no, thank you.
Winners will receive awesome prizes like this guy over here, Sohei. We've got some steel too that we're giving away, so super hyped. So
A
be
nine
sure to
thumbs up or thumbs
participate.
down
I think we're
about this
dropping the
character.
link. I don't know where the chat's here.
Thumbs
Here?
up, thumbs down. What do you think about the 95 damage punish?
Somewhere in the
Kimmy?
chat. It's not on top of me, that's for sure. But I think Jet or Josh will be dropping a link to an
I
article
trust
that's
in
gonna be
Knighton's word on
detailing
everything.
all the rules of the contest. So be sure to check that out. And yeah, but be sure to tune in with us on August
Thank you.
13th
I trust in
for
that.
a special photo mode live stream where you'll be able to vote on your favorite
Let's go.
submissions. You know, come
That's the
hang.
way.
I'll be there. Josh will be there. Jet will be
And
there.
that's the
Haval
way.
there.
I will be a
Unfortunately,
scumbag with him.
everyone will
I
be there,
promise you
but,
that. I will lose
It'll still be a
subscribers.
good time.
You're lost, right?
That's it.
No,
Ultimately,
it's
our
not.
loss.
No. They would.
so
They would not lock it behind steel.
I just want to thank you both again.
Two
for
funny
coming on.
buttons. It's
Uh,
one
it was-
button,
it was
brother.
awesome.
It's one
Thank you so
button.
much.
Thank you.
I think it's
But
just
yeah,
one button.
Stick around for you watching at home.
I'm guessing it's
because
so-so.
we have,
I think so-so is the
Patchworks
perfect way to
coming up
explain
next.
it.
with our Lord and
Because,
Savior,
again, it's a
Mr.
sick
Zeus.
hero. It's a fantastic hero. I love the hero.
Take it away.
And then 95 damage.
All right,
Now-
time for the
Alright,
real.
now for the piece de resistance. The patch notes. VG nerfs. Ocelotl nerfs. How about some soy
You wish, man.
nerfs?
You wish. You wish.
Don't pregnant Ren react to me. Character sick as hell. Yes, but 95 damage makes too much. Thank you, Rich.
Pregnant.
Lawbringer buffs, Conqueror buffs, please. 5k steal per photo. That'd be fucking hilarious if they accidentally bug it, but thankfully that's not gonna happen. PK nerfs would be fucking hilarious. They will. I think they already spoke that they will have a yes. Whether they buff Shinobi, Fair, and Ocelotl, and I physically quit. My channel is gone. gone. You will never hear from me again on the front scene ever again. You will never hear from me again. No more videos. I'm finished. I'm gonna go play Roblox for the rest of my life.
Get that Roblox For Honor like knockoff.
I'm gonna play Combat Warriors or whatever. I'm play Combat Warriors for the rest of my fucking life. You're gonna lose a Piranha content creator day tomorrow, boys. I'm done. I'm to play Minecraft. Let's not tell him about my Minecraft skin.
Oh no.
Oh, yours too. Don't act like you're so my and Daniel's in here too.
Yeah,
Daniel's in here
Daniel's
too.
too.
So this is a true story. This is a true story. Me, my buddy Chris, who's in the call, and Daniel, who's in chat, play Minecraft sometimes. I have a Dobney skin, Chris has a Black Fire skin, and Daniel has a Shigoki skin in Minecraft.
Strangely heavy.
So
probably
we're
like
just
one shot.
running around as
At the end of the day, we all three of us need to be shot and killed.
yeah, there was a point in time where we were all like, we were all sitting there like, pretending we were playing For Honor in Minecraft, and we all looked at each other and I said, we're a bunch of fucking losers, huh?
That's super cool. We're not done. We got
Not done yet.
We got
I'm
more.
done.
We're not done yet.
Some patch
I don't know.
notes. I don't know.
Can't
I mean,
escape for
community,
honor, I
wanna hear
really
more about
can't.
Balancing and patch notes.
I don't know.
I'll assume they said yes. So let's,
I would imagine so.
That's right.
I know if they said no and we just
I think we
moved
should
on
still
right
do it
now.
though,
Alright,
right?
boys.
Yeah, I guess we
Probably a good
rehearsed
idea.
it.
Yeah.
Here we go.
All right, so Jason,
Stormrush,
tell us
Light
what
Parry,
you
get rid of
can
pizza.
build tomorrow.
Tomorrow, right?
Give out me
I've
300
seen some
health.
people asking us to nerf Orochi in the
Oh.
chat.
Yeah.
So I took the time in between two segments
Oh, just now.
to just run back to my computer and then talk with the designers. We push some like nerfs really
Really?
quickly,
Yeah.
and then we're nerfing Orochi.
Yes.
So
Asking you shall receive.
yeah, right. So so Orochi's been overperforming. That's not a
fucking
surprise
go.
to anybody.
Yeah.
So we're doing
damage.
some adjustments to the hero so that it's becoming a little bit less annoying to play against.
Yes.
Right. So first off, Zephyr.
Yes!
So that's our side dodge lights.
Okay.
They're no longer enhanced, including off target opponents. So we've done this with you probably remember with Berserker
I do,
last
yeah.
last title
He
update.
can't
And so
dodge cancel on dodge tag.
proved to be rather fruitful. Knocked the hero down a peg or two.
I'm happy again. Okay, guys, I'm back to For Honor.
You know, respectable still.
They ruined my money.
So experiment proved to be fruitful, so we're giving it to Orochi. We'll see if we need to give it to other dodge cancel heroes, how that kind of goes.
Why not just give it to every dodge cancel
but
hero?
for now,
if
Orochi
it
really,
worked on
really needed it.
Berserker,
Essentially,
then
this
give
was
it to
used
everyone.
to initiate offense extremely safely. Not something we want to have.
I mean, I
like,
think
too
that
much
that top
maybe,
maybe
like,
should be 28.
There needs to be like
not
some
30.
sort of safer
Because 30 is
offense, but
massive,
not
right? 30 is
to the
insane.
point
That's
of
a heat to carry
defensive
heavy.
moves are used overly offensively. That's not really our intent. So we're trying to switch that up.
JC, you can keep your
We've
job.
also lowered the
You're speaking
damage
facts.
from the top heavy finisher from 32. So now it's going to deal 30. 30 is,
I'll be back
even though
one
it's kind of
second.
weird to say that because Sohei does 95 off of one
He
thing,
redeemed himself.
but off of like normal attack that you throw, all
Yeah.
the time. 30, we're trying to hit for 30 as our like top end. Sometimes we're going to go a little bit above in certain situations, but really 30 here makes a lot of sense.
If you remove the
Not for
achievement
32. So
punish
again,
tomorrow.
32 was a bit too high, so we're kind of lowered that.
Yeah,
a
it's actually at the end of the patch
we've
notes.
also
They read the
adjusted
chat and they're like,
the
"Ooh."
weapon trajectories for the side heavy finishers to better fit the weapon
Thank you.
visuals. I love to
Okay,
use
so
these terms
hopefully-
because it's like the most confusing thing ever.
Very
No, it
practice
makes
term.
complete sense.
Basically, what it means, if it's confusing to you, is the hitboxes of the side heavy finishers are smaller.
Good.
That's all it is. But
Good.
the idea here is that Orochi has very, very, very good side heavy finishers, and it was something that we did way back when, on purpose, to make because Orochi was underperforming for a super long time. Right?
When?
We kept trying to like adjust him so like he tried to go into a good
Shinobi
spot.
has a really good
And
confirmed gank with his
We
bashes.
put those attacks were like
His
700.
heavies after
MS,
bash
they
don't
have
knock
huge
him over.
trajectories,
An
they have a
opponent
lot
pops
of forward
revenge.
movement. It took a
He can
long
revenge
time
lock
for
really
players
easily.
to
He can stall revenge
realize
really
and
easily. He
see
can
the
wedge people
potential.
really
But
easily
now
with
that
one
it's
bash.
there and it's used a lot more.
He
we see that
can
it's too strong,
double
right?
dodge,
So
dodge
because of this,
attacks. Like he
we
can
want to
double
really
dodge a lot
adjust
of
this
things he shouldn't
downwards
be
a
able to
little bit more
dodge.
so that it doesn't feel like Orochi, like I'm going towards there, I'm hitting here, you're super far away, I'm still going to hit you. So we're trying to adjust this a little bit more so that it makes a bit more sense.
And people's
We've
Reggie's
also
actually really
lowered
balanced.
the forward
Reggie's
movement
actually
on all of his heavy finishers.
Reggie's really
Again,
balanced.
to help with those situations
Reggie
where
is actually really
you
balanced.
could
When I make the
target
fucking
swap
Roach
to somebody
video
who's
saying
far
everyone
away,
hates
do a
him.
side heavy finisher,
It's actually a
hit
skill issue.
somebody on your
Orochi
side
is fine.
really safely from
Fucking
super far away
Christ.
and like really advance like crazy, so you could also almost also get safe from them. So it's
Yeah,
a lot of like targeted
it's a lot
nerfs
of
to Orochi
it's a lot of
to
things
lower
like
his effectiveness.
he's
specifically
really
in
annoying
fights. None of
when it
these
comes to
have any real,
Yeah,
maybe
probably.
aside from like the top of your finisher.
I don't know. Maybe
They don't really have
we'll
an
get
impact
something.
on 1v1s. It's really like for more group fight ability.
I want
that
to play
is
him
a
for
bit
a
more
week and then
powerful.
I'll make a video on him. I want
And
to
then
like really get a
finally, the
feel
last
for him.
one, which I'm gonna have to explain because I don't think a lot of
Yeah,
people
this
are
one I
gonna
don't understand. Hold on.
completely understand the issue, but it's an actual pretty serious one. So we've increased the chain link timing from Dust Devil, which is a front dodge kick, to heavy finishers by 100 ms at minimum. So what you could do, and you can do on live, I don't want to see anybody do it on live right now.
Yeah, no.
It's, I don't want to see it. But basically you could Dust Devil somebody, right? So
Yeah.
front dodge bash, target swap to somebody else, and then do a side heavy finisher, because that's what it can chain to, and get that hit confirmed on the person you bashed initially, right? Because it's 700 ms, and it's a big trajectory, and the trajectory starts before the hit timing, right? So normally, like if it lands on the person I'm locked onto at 700 milliseconds, because there's a swing before, the hitbox starts earlier, so it was guaranteed on opponents if you did like that exact sequence of events. It doesn't always happen, but getting that much damage out of a front dodge bash was way too strong. So by reducing that, well, actually making that chaining timing a little bit longer, it ensures that this is no longer possible. They'll be blockable. You should be in a good spot. So for Orochi right now, this is what we're doing. We're going to still keep an eye on it. We know that a lot of people are having a hard time with Storm Rush, for example.
Yeah.
So we're keeping an eye on the hero,
Let's do
see
something
where
about
this is going to drop
If
to.
people are, I
and
don't
then
know, man. Like the PC
adjust
community doesn't have a problem
accordingly
with it. The
again,
console
right?
community
We
does
try
have
to
a
go
problem with it. I
forward.
spoke about it in
We
the
need the
Orochi
hero to be more
video.
balanced, so it's not
It's
overly frustrating to play
really
against.
in
I've seen
terms
some
of
tier
your
lists where
hardware
Orochi is in
of
his own
if you
tier
can
at
or
the top.
can't react to Storm Rush.
This is not what we
It's
want,
not hard.
right? That's definitely what we want.
Right, so
We
it's
need
hard to
address
balance
things
something
as
based off of
that's
hardware limitations.
Next up, we have
Oh!
some Lawbringer buffs.
Oh!
Right now, so for today, just to make it clear, to
Oh, wait,
temper
this sucks.
expectations, we're dealing with
Wait,
damage.
yeah, okay,
only. We're
well,
raising damage on some of these attacks. Might look at
26
it
damage
as one,
heavies now.
two, whatever.
26 damage
but
heavies.
We'll go into a little bit more detail afterwards. So I'll just start with right now. The top of the opener now deals 23 damage, up from 20. What this means is a top heavy is going to deal 23 plus the guaranteed 4 afterwards, which deals 27, which is the normal damage for a top heavy. That's that is at that speed. We had initially put it at 20 because
3 damage of bell
interestingly
charge.
enough, in the testing grounds, and before that testing grounds actually, Lawbringer had long arm guaranteed
Okay, so
off
that's
of
not,
any
I thought
guard
it was
break,
the
right? So
opposed to like the
because
light
of
attack,
this,
so he doesn't get 26
when you
damage
did
heavies.
like you did guard break,
Well,
long
he gets
arm to
23
somebody,
and then
you
how
could deal
much
27
whatever he
damage
gets
off
in the
of
light
guard
attack
break.
as
That
well.
guard break punish was too high.
They tripled his
We
damage.
need to lower it down a little bit. But then when we went live, we had removed the long arm off of the guard break, but this stayed at 20. And so now, like clearly, it's obvious it needs to be a little bit higher than 20. There's also situations
Yeah,
where
they gave
getting
him
wall
something.
splats did not feel super good because then you got a little bit less damage. So we're trying to readjust this
Yeah,
here
but
so
the
that it
thing
makes a lot
is,
more sense.
For Honor needs
with
to also
the damage
add
that Lawbringer should be dealing in those
they
situations.
need to add an incentive
Same
to
for
play
Zone
these
Attack and Make Way,
PTBs.
they deal
Like for example,
16,
back
even
then
though it just
they
feels
would
like
add
it's
double
one, like it's one
XP
damage
to
above
any
15.
any
It's a
testing
small
grounds, right?
adjustment,
Would make
but
people
again,
want to play it
it's
because
to be
double
more
XP
in
is
line with, like,
fantastic.
zone
But when you
attacks
just
of
say here's a testing
that
ground
speed,
that you might not
parry
like,
punishes that, like,
or
a
you just
bit
play
more
Dominion.
consistent with
People
the
are just gonna
damage
play
output
Dominion.
that Lawbringer generally has.
right?
And
Same
then
XP,
finally, Impaling Riposte
no
and
difference,
Impaling
right?
Charge
Maybe the
now
game's
deal
worse
3
on
damage up
testing
from
grounds.
1. Now you might go 3 instead of 1. Who cares, right? The big difference here is that before these
So we need
changes,
to add an incentive to
one
play
of the
these
side
testing
effects
grounds.
of us putting Impaling Riposte specifically on only light parries was that the move became only really useful and only like
For
desirable
ledge.
to do if you would ledge somebody
Yeah.
or if you would push somebody into a trap. If you wall
Trap.
splatted, you would get less damage than a light parry into a top heavy. So with the change to the top heavy opener damage and the change to Impaling Riposte, it means that you get slightly more damage than a top
Oh,
heavy
it's
if you manage
raining.
to
That's
hit a wall.
why my
So
internet
that
was
was really
fucking
like
up. It was
it's not a
storming.
huge amount more, but it still makes the move.
Yeah,
it's
his
a
bash also
better
needs to be better.
outcome in
His
those
bash needs to be way
scenarios.
better.
So we wanted to give like a little bit more
What is from the
viability and more
gameplay?
versatility to Lawbringer,
Who cares?
and we know that's what Lawbringer mains love. They love all these types of things, so we're pushing towards this.
Yeah,
Now,
well, normally the
that's it for
testing
Lawbringer
grounds
in
or the
this
PTBs that
update.
by Daylight has
Seems
is
to be
a full-on
implied.
new
I
chapter,
do
right? New
want to
killer, new
stress
survivor, stuff like that.
That we are aware that there's other concerns.
When was the last time you
players
saw the
have with
outside?
Lawbringer,
I was
right?
outside today. I was drinking my
And
coffee
the next
outside.
title update,
I saw a
we
squirrel. I
have
tried to approach
more
it.
changes
Didn't like
coming
me.
that are affecting the hero's fight kit specifically. And the other thing that we know that players want and like borderline need is a roll catcher, right?
I may have seen one or two posts.
Wait,
I've seen a
about that.
couple of
catcher.
posts about it.
Hold on.
I completely
done yet.
understand.
Yeah.
So don't expect to have a roll catcher in the next title update. We are still working on figuring out exactly how a roll catcher for a Lawbringer is going to work. The
Oh, it is
challenge
raining
that
like a
we have with
motherfucker.
this
By the way,
is
if my
that
internet goes out, it's because it's raining
Lawbringer
like
has a
bitch.
unique ability
I can hear
to
it. I can
cancel the
hear it through my
recovery of his
headphones.
front dodge into any of his opener lights and heavies really, really like early at 400 MS in the front dodge, right? And so what this does is it creates a unique mix-up that very
They
few, I
should
think
do
nobody
PTBs
else in
from
the
the
cast.
Euro,
I think like
but-
Warden has something like that a little bit, but it's really not
They
as
don't do it.
effective. So Lawbringer has this unique mix-up of front dodge into side light or into side heavy in some situations that really, really works. But then that blocks the inputs, right? If we give him a roll catcher blindly, we have to remove some of these options, and those options are super interesting. They're unique.
Yeah.
I know people are always craving uniqueness for heroes.
Okay, but who's
I
rolling against
completely understand.
Lawbringer?
We want to keep that. So we're looking into how can we mix in a roll catcher with these types of attacks. So it's not coming next title update, but we are looking at a solution for it. That's what I can say. But the next title update, we're going to have a bit of some kit improvements that should really
Valiant
help Lawbringer.
breakthrough.
So that should be good. I want to reassure people we haven't forgotten about Lawbringer. We know
We still love him. He's great.
we still love him. We know he's
Lawbringer
extremely popular with the
shotgun.
community. Lawbringer mains are very vocal.
Yeah.
We get it. So we want to make sure.
Okay,
that
next,
we have
go.
something
We've been talking about Impale Charge for 20 minutes.
Awesome.
Other changes after we go after Lawbringer, right? So Warmonger. Warmonger can now
Faster
perform
bash?
Crane Claw. That's the bash that Warmonger has. From 100 to 500 MS during a front dodge. It used to be 3 to 5. This is the same buff that we gave Warden a little
Okay.
while ago. We're
fine.
giving it to Warmonger as well.
I mean,
This should significantly increase her ability to open up opponents. We know that on Warden it was like it was very, very, very successful. She has like some tools that are a little bit different than Warden, but at the end of the day, that is also a very, very strong tool that she has. It'll give her better ways to open up opponents, so that should be good.
oh, his
For
light attack
Berserker,
after
we have-
zone
it's a
isn't.
small nerf, but it's a little bit different here, right? So again, it's the chaining timing between zone attacks and chain light attacks. When buffered, is now at a minimum
That's some
266
thunder.
MS when it used to be 100.
Excuse me.
So what this solves is the problem that when you have Berserker and you would throw a zone attack, if you chained into a light, the window to parry that following light
Yeah, it
was one frame.
It
So you have to do like a super
it
late
was
parry. It's a
small.
one frame window. It's very, very
It
difficult
was
to land.
fucking impossible. if you were
Super
locked on
frustrating to
Berserk.
play against.
Yeah.
Zerk's zone attack is already extremely strong at setting up ganks and
She needs
confirmed
change.
attacks and
Yeah,
stuff.
she needs
So
something.
we wanted to adjust this so that it reduces the frustration
She
of
did kinda
playing
need
against
something.
Berserker. It's a slight nerf. You can still chain. You can still do stuff, but it
Full
just won't be
sprint to
as
Lawbringer.
strong as it used to be.
Nice.
And then finally, we have also changes to Varangian Guard. So Varangian Guard, when we did a fix, I think last title update or 2 title updates ago, I don't remember exactly. We had an issue where when you would throw, especially on sides with Varangian, it would be really difficult to wall splatter.
Where a nerf?
And so we fixed it
What is that?
by making the window to wall splat and to ledge at a specific timing, but we aligned both of them so it would make sense, right?
Yeah.
What this caused is that if you were at certain distances, if you throw into a wall, you would not get a guaranteed heavy because
They
of the way
buffer?
that
They
when
buffed
the wall
her.
splat ended up happening. It was like it was
Why-
happening. a
why'd
little
they
bit too, like,
buffer?
at weird timings, and so because of this, you couldn't really get that punished. So we've adjusted the
100%
window
pick rate in
that you wall splat
Thunderfoe
from
almost.
at
Must be
like
on my
different
ass, not
timings, so that
100%,
now
but
it
she's
should
picked almost
always
every
be
fucking
guaranteed
turn.
every time you throw somebody with
Right.
Varangian into a wall, no matter what the distance is going to be. So it's a bit of a change in quality of
And
life
we
thing
buffed
here, but
her.
that's pretty good.
Nice.
And then finally with Genjun. So
What do you mean? And finally,
you
what do
remember
is that it?
a testing grounds that we did a long time ago. I don't even remember exactly when it happened.
We do a
Can we
lot.
take JC's job away
But it
again?
was our guard break vulnerability change.
Oh yes,
rounds
this one. Yes.
That did not pan out. It wasn't
No Shinobi.
successful. At the end of the day,
I
these
said
things
finally,
happen
which
right before
usually
the
means
game.
that's it.
But one change that we had tried in there was that Jangjun could go into Sifu's poise, so pressing down on the right stick, at the same time he has dodge during his hit recoveries. Now, what that meant was that the hero was now able to punish bashes with Sifu's poise. Because one of the problems that
It
JG
doesn't even
has
matter if no one was
quite
saying
often
for
is
VG to be nerfed.
you're getting pressured
no
by
one was asking
opponents,
for VG
they
to
throw
be
a bash
buffed
at
either.
you, and it's impossible for you to punish it. Because the side dodge attacks are too slow. It's really, really difficult.
Obvious
So with this
lie.
instead, what you can do now is, let's say you know, like you're playing somebody that has a chain bash. They're going to throw a light, do a chain bash. You can go into Sifu's poise to use your iframes at the beginning of that move to dodge the bash and go straight into a zone attack and punish that bash. It's one of the big abilities
also
JG
just
was
buff JJ?
lacking. It was really difficult to perform in 1v1s. So because of this, we tried to give that back to the hero. It was a really successful experiment. I remember seeing comments from a lot of players that was one thing they really, really, really liked. And so it took us a little bit of time to figure out like the proper timing to put it back in and everything. But I'm super happy to say it is back in. It's super cool. It gives GG a lot more viability in 1v1s.
Wow.
So that is it for our patch
That's
notes.
it.
I went to a black screen. That's great.
So good translation. Yeah.
Right. So that's it for patch notes. A little bit smaller this time around. There's more stuff coming in the next title update. As I said, more Lawbringer changes coming. That's going to be great. There's some other heroes too that are going to get like side buffs there. I don't want to spoil too much, but it's
Right.
great.
Do it.
But awesome stuff all around. I'm like, we had to nerf Orochi, so that should be good. I'm hoping that we're going to get into a bit of a healthier meta with that hero.
Just one hero,
One of the
that's
things that I've noticed a lot when we do changes to heroes, right, is some heroes that we do 0 changes to. Like you look at tier lists and then they move up or down. We haven't done anything to them, and then odd
Yeah,
move
'cause you're
down.
looking at
or they
Reddit,
move up.
man. Don't look at
And it's
fucking
because
Reddit.
everything
Don't
else is
look at
shifting
Reddit.
around them. So when we do big changes to a hero like this,
Looking at Reddit.
like the expectation is Orochi's going to drop down. I don't know how far he's going to drop down. I don't think he's going to drop down to not being viable, but he's going to drop down a little
But you're
bit.
still
And
gonna be
when this
good.
happens, really often it
You're
lets
still gonna be good.
room. It gives room for other heroes to shine a little bit more, to get a little bit better,
Yeah, that
to have their. Well, I'm overshadowed by Orochi so
they
much
started
that I
started
can't
good and then they just
perform.
stopped it.
But now that Orochi's not as strong, then there's reasons to play other heroes, to change it up, to have that sort of stuff going.
I'll still play
I'm
Orochi.
super
Actually, I
excited.
won't because I'm
I
playing.
can't
I'll
wait
be
to
playing
see
what's his name? I'll be
how it's going to
playing
be
Sohei.
happening for the next tournament, for example, or for one of the brawls with friend or foe. Should be super cool. And seeing how hero picks evolve and change.
The meta of friend or foe is going to definitely
Amazing
be
stuff.
like Shaolin
Well, cool. Well, JC, thank you so much. A lot of
If
cool
not
stuff coming.
Shaolin, then
New hero,
JJ.
Sohei
or if not
tomorrow.
JJ, Orochi.
New
If not
balance changes
Orochi.
coming up. Photo mode. Lots of fun stuff. Incredible. So thank you so much again for sharing all that with us.
And amazing
People
stream,
not
right?
watch my videos. I've already
you
made
said,
one for you, Tom.
Sohei is crazy. Like I was looking a bit at like chat reactions. Like people are super hyped. Photo mode is super cool. Like everybody's contribution from the team is through
He's
the roof.
actively skipping
Everybody
around
works
the
super
95
hard on
damage
everything
punish.
we're doing. VFX, audio,
Sohei,
animation, tech,
everyone else.
design. Everybody works together. Marketing. The marketing team is like working super hard for us to be able to show off these things, right?
Yeah.
It's amazing. Super excited. It's another great season that's launching. Very, very happy,
I might
grateful,
want to check my Discord
and
channel.
we love our players. We absolutely love our players. You're the reason why we're doing this.
That's a lot.
I'm not just making this game for myself, right? So
Yeah.
at the end of the day, like we're all working together to deliver what is best for players. And thank you very much. Super happy with this. And,
Good stuff. Well, thank you, JC. It's amazing stuff. Thanks for
Sounds
keeping an eye out
feeling
on this
horrid.
incredible game we have. All right, folks. Don't go anywhere though, because we're going to be right back
Big
with
thought on
a
it,
wrap
man.
up. We're going to cover some more content. So, yeah, stick around. We'll see you in a second.
Do I even like want to stick around? I mean, like, I'll take this time to myself. I guess I'll keep some music in the background. Look, man, UBISOFT, you made a really compelling hero here. Fantastic looking hero, right? The weapon's fantastic looking. The animations, the lights could be a bit better, but I think everything is great. The mix-ups you have, really cool. But why the passive souls? Okay, if you want to keep the passive souls, that's fine, right? With every weapon. You know, you made it look like it took some time and semblance to get every weapon for a soul. And then you showed the guard break punish. That gave you 3 souls for 1 guard break. Probably the most common use of offense in the game of guard break, right? You get 3 souls per guard break. These souls don't go away unless you die. They can heal you to full with tier 2. They insta-kill if you tier 1 them. Right? Like, why? I was fine with the souls, kind of fine. Right? Like, he gave me a week to get fine with the 95 damage, getting every single weapon to get a soul. Yeah, but then the guard break. But why? That, I feel like that is going to be the first change. Yeah. Delete that and you have a fine character. There's no need for, you have to take some sort of skill, some sort of semblance to get every weapon, right? To get everything.
Yes. All right. I love it. It's the final one of the show. I'm
And then
excited.
you just said guard break.
Welcome back, everyone. Welcome to the wrap up. We've made it. We've made it. It's a long show.
It was.
Good.
Yeah.
It was good. Hope you enjoyed.
Records over here.
But yeah, I'm pumped. I'm pumped for SOHEI. This guy over here. I'm pumped for photo mode.
Happiest boy. Yep.
Pumped to be alive.
just happy to be here. I'm
Happy
just
to be
happy
here.
to be here.
Happy to be
here.
Yeah,
For me.
it's made it. No, it was really
I want
exciting.
my
Like so much to
scavenger
cover.
cards.
I want to run us through. Just
There's
like
so
what
much
was
I
a
like
run
about
of
this character.
everything
I like
today.
I like the
do
voice
it.
acting, I like the
So
armor,
we
I
got
like the weapons.
SOHEI live.
I like
tomorrow.
everything and then
Ooh,
the
got
souls.
The 7-weapon.
I'm just gonna
Master
buy 'em with real
seasonal
money, I
event
don't
and Free
care.
event pass live tomorrow.
Get rid of the
August
GB and it's
15th.
fine. But why the GB?
Oh yeah. We got
Why the
photo
one
mode live
shot?
tomorrow as well with the photo mode contest.
Is that? Hold on, I want to see.
tomorrow?
I want to the map.
It's ain't tomorrow, folks. It's
So it's a 95
We've got
damage.
some Hero Fest for Lawbringer, Goki, and
and
Glad.
it's a
Respective fights there.
20%.
Awesome stuff.
armor
We've also
debuff
got a
is what they say.
throwback
I think
event
it's
coming.
20%.
Carousel of Ragnarok.
Oh, nice.
That-
We've got a
doesn't-
balance patch too. And,
that doesn't-
and we've got a free week.
Am I
starting
missing
tomorrow.
something?
There it is.
Nice.
No,
That doesn't equal
from
149
PlayStation,
damage.
Xbox, and UB Connect.
Nice.
Because 20%
Super
of
hype.
95.
Well, very cool. Yep, lots of
It's
fun
19.
stuff. No reason to not come
So
and
to-
play with
to
us.
add
and
that-
on top of that,
sorry.
also available
95
tomorrow.
times
That's right. We have some
0.20,
content of the
20%.
week coming your way,
So you
folks.
add that.
First one, nice.
It would be
show.
114
Oh,
damage if it was a 20 damage.
Did I? I feel like
20%
it.
increase
Anyway,
in damage.
I was practicing that one. No,
I
that's a
guess
lie.
I
I
can
never
do like
practiced
this
that.
and just-
But 10K steel, nice big old fan execution
okay,
there.
I did
Looks
that well.
amazing. So cool stuff there.
I'm
On
a big
top,
fan of that one.
you
Ah,
I mean, I was like, yeah, me too. But
You
then,
laid it
then
up
I
for-
realized like
you
there
laid
was
it
a
up for
half a second delay on
Had to
my
slam dunk
getting
it.
that. You nailed it. Thank you.
That's cool. At least.
Uh,
Yeah, you get a Lawbringer
Good
for the
lord.
buffs.
All right, this has been. Well,
Oh my gosh, got here.
we
The new
also
hero
have
has
the
a
mythic
insta-kill
outfit, the
move in his
Shores of
moveset.
Fortitude. So available for
He has an
15K
instant
steel, a
kill,
very nice, serene,
95 or
contemplative statue
149 damage.
that will appear to hang out with you.
You tier 1 and tier 3 to
well,
one
follow
shot.
certain circumstances, so
That's
okay.
just tier 1.
But that's great. But that's not all.
Okay.
Weekly arcade quest
Oh, so the tier
starting
3
tomorrow.
adds
The
extra damage, that
heirs
makes
of
sense.
Virupas.
That's still.
Okay. The heirs of.
That's
I don't know
still.
if that's-
If
one
it's
of these
still
is correct,
95,
but you're gonna
right?
find
Like you
out
get hit by 2
tomorrow.
heavies, and
It's
that's
okay.
it. You
Just,
one
just
shot.
there's a new arcade quest tomorrow, and
arcade.
regardless, the name was really confusing, so I think they did that to me
Virupaxa.
on purpose. Virupaxa?
I think.
Virupaxa. Chat, you tell me what it is tomorrow, please. But yes, and then we have an event order
I'm very
for
indifferent.
week 1 starting the
I think this hero is
26th,
perfect, and then you
Seven-Weapon
did that.
Master.
I think this hero is
and
perfect, and then you
there
did
it
that.
is.
There it is.
Hey, we got the good
there it
one.
is, there it
There's-
is, the
you're gonna make
heirs
me say it
of
again.
Virupaxa.
Virupaxa.
I'm not sure.
All right, I'm gonna just stop trying to say it, so that's good. Anyway, then an
Yeah, I
event
am.
order, the
So I'm gonna buy him
Seven-Weapon
tomorrow as
Master.
well. I mean, I buy every
we can be the
hero
faction
on
with the
day
most
one.
Dominion matches won, preferably with that amazing SOHEI in those matches. And then the following
I'm not
week,
gonna
we
do
have
that.
the Seven
Actually,
Weapon Master Week.
what
2
are people
is
saying?
also going to be available to play.
What are people saying?
So,
Let's see.
Yeah.
good stuff. A lot to look forward to tomorrow.
Rework breach.
So
Yeah, it's
pumped.
obvious.
That's not all. We've
Or
also got
commentators.
some community corner videos.
yes,
Oh,
my favorite.
That's it.
Yeah, let's
Take
see
it
the
away.
Twitch drops, guys. That's what I got. Scavenger
I've
crates.
not seen it.
Oh
Are
man.
we live commentary
Oh,
or are we
man.
muted?
Live react?
Are we gonna live react?
Oh yeah.
All right, what do we got? First distract.
Oh, this is now the garbage. Definitely okay. We can definitely finish off now. All right. That was it. I mean, we're gonna have to see tomorrow, right? I mean, my impersonation. I'm gonna let it pull. I want to see what my community says about this. But I'm kind of speechless. I can't really say much. But I will see you guys tomorrow with New Hero in my hands, so I can either prove myself or disprove my logic. Anyways, someone pull out homophobia. Who they're gonna take some.